Is that another box?
Does this ever stop?
It's either me, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys.
Welcome to the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast.
The podcast where me and my friends talk about the number one thing that makes our wives want to kill us.
Toy collecting!
Transform, and roll out. Transform, and roll out. Transform,
That's America's ass.
and roll out. Transform, roll
M-W-I-G-T-K-M, my wife
Is going to kill me.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M, my wife
Is going to kill me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, wow, you are dumb. All right, man's man, we'll see you on the flip-flop. I tend to lash out to protect my loved ones.
Travis.
At least he's just giving it the old whoppity top.
It just keeps growing.
And it's good stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Jeremy, don't encourage him.
I hope the cat pisses on you.
You're reading again, aren't you?
I like everything, so just tell me stuff.
Steve.
I'm being misrepresented here. You got no power over me, you harpy.
Did you put a period at the end of that statement?
M-W-I-G-T-K-M, my wife
Is going to kill me.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M, my wife
Is going to kill me.
Let the good times roll.
This fucking laughs. Those 80s cartoon laughs are awesome.
Welcome. Episode 4, 345. If the world is grim to you, I feel your pain. And I understand that not all of us can wake up and just be happy all the time and go around with a smile on our face. So I want you to know that emotionally I feel that we're all in this together and alone. Welcome to a journey through the hell of this thing we call existence. Jeremy, Travis, Peter here. Cody's in the booth.
Hi.
Cody, I rode in a car built by corporate giants who are capitalizing on the backs of slaves, the heavy metals. But we act like slavery's over. Welcome to My Wife's Gonna Kill Me.
Is this NPR? Douglas Tupper?
Put the sunglasses back on.
Okay. Everybody, that's Emo Steve.
The sunglasses will come on when the world gives me enough light to shade my eyes. When I am in the need of sunglasses, I will rejoice, but I'm sitting in a dark room. You'd be better off to give me a flashlight, so I could see one spot, but not everything. And I could look around feverishly where the light travels and wonder what's in the corners, what's going to get me.
I can't even hear him. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah. Who gave him regular coffee?
Here,
That's
take
not
a sip of this.
It's not decaf.
So you guys just have your fun little talk about your little dragon.
Steve-O says he's facing away so he can see his own reflection in the case.
Well,
The world has turned its back on me, so I am giving my back to the world.
after that 45-minute story that you just put us through about your life, and now this, I'm wondering if I should put you down.
It might be time to old yeller him.
I only do it out of love.
Is that called an old feller?
An old smeller.
No, what we need is we need the guy from Little House on the Prairie to just show up and beat his ass. Michael Langdon, is that who that is? All of a sudden the door swings open.
Pa Engel.
Pa comes in, takes his hat off, and just beats the shit out of Steve.
Just bitch slaps Steve.
Puts his hat back on and walks out without saying a word. All he says as he walks out is, "It was never Little House on the Ferry."
Just like everybody else, violence is your only answer. In a world with no gravity, everybody flies.
I got some Glyos.
Yeah, you did, big boy.
We got a problem, man.
And what's funny is none of these were in my lunchbox last week. These are all new.
Most of the world doesn't have food in the lunchbox.
Then why do they have a lunchbox? That seems like a waste of funding. I spent my money, it's like buying a new wallet but not having any money to put in it.
Lunchbox is passed down from generations of squander and fatted calves that everybody slaughtered for their god. So you can walk around with an empty box to remind you of what could have been there.
Emo Steve sucks.
Steamo.
I can just, in the back of my head, all I can hear is, "Cut my wrists and black my eyes."
If you
"Cut my
want,
wrists and black my eyes."
if you want to destroy my sweater, hold this thread as I walk away.
I just read a Great Onion article that Weezer was both the most okayest band ever.
Oh, shit.
That should have been the title of this. Steve's Coming Undone.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
He's really trying to get disability.
He sold me, man.
The problem is he went for a bipolar, what do they call that? Where they tell you have it? I'm losing the word. Where they
Don't
say,
ask
by the
me.
way,
You're asking the uneducated guy.
Yeah, I was just diagnosed. He went for a bipolar
I heard of that word
diagnosis,
before.
but he brought a man into his relationship, and they're like, "That's not what bipolar means, Steven." So that's not gonna cut it.
Oh. Wow.
Suffocation.
Sad Bruce Wayne.
We would love to tell you that Steamo is okay.
We're not too sure ourselves.
We're really kind of struggling this morning.
I just can't wait till he turns around and everybody sees his black eyeliners running.
There's a missed opportunity right there.
Oh.
Don't need black eyeliner when I'm shedding black tears.
So do you think instead of the Swedes cutting his lawn this year, they're going to cut him?
At least I'd know I could feel.
I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all.
I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. Steve just starts doing this all the time now. To get his hair out of the face.
He did it last night. Sitting there. Anyway. His hair fucking.
You're the worst Zach Morris ever.
He's kind of like Dawson.
Yeah.
Do you like looking at my face? Does it make you feel good?
Oh.
Take a good look. This is me.
Oh, now he's quoting fucking Camp Rock Disney songs. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Tell us about it, Demi Lovato.
I'll make you all feel better and turn my back.
Surprised he hasn't cut holes in his sleeves to put his
Put his
thumbs
thumbs through. I'm just excited that you can finally get one-day shipping on razors from Amazon. So everybody that's not Steve, what's new? Jeremy, new job's going well?
Yep, new job's going well. I'm so sorry, Steve, that my job's not. It's going okay.
Hey, Trav, old job is still going well?
Still going well, you know. Life's just moving.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
How about you, Peter?
It's been good. So there's always changes here and there, and some good and some bad and some awful, and but for the most part, I got we're working out of the nicest station we've ever had. We've got the newest fleet we've ever had. We've got the most staffing that has the highest pay that we've ever had, and
Still not good enough?
Nope, we're still bitching.
I can't imagine what being the boss is like.
It is 95% great.
Yeah.
It really is. But everything has its rough days. So, but I will say, and I know I don't talk about specific stuff at work a ton. I mean, obviously everybody knows what I do, blah blah blah, whatever. But had a guy go into cardiac arrest on a fly off the road, smash into a tree a couple of weeks ago, and my crew fucking did it, man. He actually left the hospital, no deficits, is alive and well, and we don't normally get that kind of news after something like that. So
a lot more bad than good.
Oh hell yeah! So I mean that's a pretty proud moment as a chief. I was I there? Yes. Will I get credit for it? Yes, I will. I don't deserve credit. I showed up and I went to the hospital and picked up my staff and brought them back, but my team fucking kicked ass and made a real difference. And that's the kind of stuff you hold on to. Those are the kind of things that bring you across the dark days like Steven's in right now.
You probably feel really good about bringing somebody back to this crazy, horrible world.
I'll just go out and spin a fire hydrant, and then you'll remember what you're good at, and you'll feel better again.
He was heading to the light, and you brought him back to the darkness.
Joe Crazy Bill says, I feel like there's a missed opportunity for branding on the back of Steve's massive shirt. Should just say, like, I has a sad.
You probably do a whole paragraph on that fucking on that wingspan there.
It is wild.
It is wild. So, have we done a show since you went on your trip?
We did.
Yeah, we did one last week.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Oh, life is good. Yep. My wife reminded me this morning that she's crazy. But
right on.
it happens every once
It's
in a
really
while.
strange. I hadn't forgotten.
Oh, yeah, I
so
know.
I didn't need reminding that you
I totally get it.
So,
But I was like, oh yeah, that's here too.
One of those things. I'm laying there today, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? All right, fucking hand job alarm clock, which then moved into a tub and rub, and
that would explain why you were a little late this
I
morning.
I wasn't gonna stop. She she was like, well, I can just bend over here, and I was like, you could, and she did.
Priorities.
Yeah. My wife was gonna kill me if I didn't finish. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's funny. That's two people have had a message on their back this morning. I'm kidding. I didn't pull out, but. So I called Jeremy. I've been trying to call people more. I think we're losing
Grandpa.
I
think we're losing something. I just got.
I changed the setting on my phone, so now when I pick it up, it gives me a dial tone when I dial. Oh, by the way, Werther's? That would be awesome. I love Werther's. They're my favorite.
They're really good.
But I've been trying to call people more because I think we just lose a lot through texting. And group messaging obviously is great and stuff, but I've been calling. So I called Jeremy on Saturday. Hello, Peter. And I was like, what up, Lils? So I chatted with her for a minute, and I was like, oh my God, your dad's dead. That'd be the only reason you're answering his phone and sounding so jovial, you know?
We're walking around, and I go, oh, Pete's calling me.
Yeah.
Gimme.
She's
Fine.
the bestest.
It's pretty cool.
So,
Youth still thinks that life's gonna be okay.
and then all of a sudden they go to buy a dragon and realize it's not going to be okay.
I love the man tears.
Oh, it's so good. my favorite out of all that shit. So when I put that post on there, I was like, it's not going to survive, and it actually did. And I think the only reason it survived is because I called them out and said it wasn't going to survive, and they didn't want me to be right. And somebody posted and I didn't after the initial first few comments, I just let it go off into the ether.
Right.
So yesterday I was like, I'm gonna do it. So I get an alert, and somebody was like, I don't know you, but I think I like you. I like your take on life. I was like, all right, I like this guy. And then I scrolled a little bit farther, and then Oliver Peterson had a shipping question in a post, and I was like, don't, Peter. There's no reason. There's no reason to hash this shit up. So toy news. We got toy news. Hear me?
Yeah.
What do you got? Hey, Cody, you want to bring it up
I
on the telecom there?
Is that where,
Want to get that going?
is that where we're going?
Is that where we start with, right? Or are we doing drama first?
There's so much drama in this room.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a personal and a professional question. If you feel like something's going to go wrong, will you get yourself up the stairs so my staff doesn't have to? Is he okay?
I don't know. He's quoting. And just because he walks clumsily, look at him.
I mean, that's how he always walks. So, yeah, you can't tell if he's any different than...
I guarantee his wallet's in that chair.
Well, that's not going to stop him from leaving. It never has. He's always kind of been one down from the top on the evolutionary picture chart. You know what I mean? He's always been a little slunched over like a caveman. So
should one of us check on him?
I was thinking Cody could nonchalantly do it so that nobody saw us get up.
I don't trust him. He rode with him. They could be in on this together, right? And he went to dinner with him last night.
So what do we got for toy news?
Feel so alone. It's just going to be you and me talking about toys.
Boss Fight Studios.
Boss Fight. Wait, is he okay? Is he alive?
He's pooping, isn't he?
He's pooping.
He's got the water on high, so I can't hear his tears.
He's like my wife. He doesn't like when people can hear him pee.
He said he's fine, though. Okay. Holy shit. He's like, no, I did. That's where I was. Oh. Cody, why did that look like you had a preset location that was right on my crotch?
Right?
And why was it so zoomed in?
Oh. Welcome back, Steve.
I've met a lot of Steves over the years. This is damn near my least favorite Steve. In fact, I think this is Steve's least favorite Steve.
We just do with this thing.
This is what triple digits on shipping for a dragon will do to you.
I'm sorry, Cody. Could you zoom back in on that finger again real quick?
Why does he only have one knuckle? Did you notice that? I got a fistful of Lil Smokies.
Oh, okay.
Turtle butt. Hey, Pete, how are you?
Okay, so okay, so there's some Boss Fight Studio Garfields. It's coming
Boss
out.
Fight Studio Garfield?
He uses articulated Garfield.
Made by
He's got eyes and shit.
made by Boss Fight, so that means I'm not gonna buy it ever, because I'll never buy anything made by Boss Fight.
And I don't know why there's a giant Garfield next to it, but there was two pictures, so I just grabbed them both. There you
Alright,
go.
well, good luck on
They're
your
making Garfield.
good luck on your sales, Boss Fight.
I like Garfield. Pre-order alert: Valaverse, Action Force, 112 scale, something or other, Ghost Operator, Crimson Shadow, and Maritime.
Maritime core water.
Core figures. I figured that, but I didn't know how to pronounce it. Meridemy. There you go. There's all three of them together hanging out.
I love red and black. You guys know that about me. I'm a red and black guy. Mm-hmm. But like the red and black digital camo, it screams rap video, not military personnel.
Okay, I can see that.
It's back in high school. It's what we called ghetto flash.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I never understood the digital, like the video game look.
That was an update, and somebody that actually knows military could probably correct me, but that was an update that they did, and it changed all the official uniforms over to it, and I had something to do with the patterning of the eyes. That breakdown actually camouflaged better than the previous, from what I understand.
So
but I could
you,
be way
Nintendo.
fucking off.
Thank you, Nintendo.
I think the price on those looked like suggested retail. I thought it was, $20 to $30.
Yeah, 20 to 30.
They're cool looking figures, man.
That's a good price too.
That Crimson Shadow, that'll be one that I buy.
You know how many kids in Somalia that would feed?
No, I don't. Why would I know anything about kids in Somalia?
I'm guessing it's a lot.
Pretty sure kids in Somalia have AK-47s. They can get their own food. So, will you go back?
You broke Travis.
So this is which one is obviously the Maritime is blue, the Crimson is red. What was this one called?
Is it Shadow?
Shadow. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love
Ghost.
Ghost. And I love you guys see there's a silencer for the pistol, and I think it's pretty cool. Packaging is super cool too.
Looks like I don't get these guys. Is it like a thicker cardboard? I've been seeing that a lot on some figures lately where they do
great.
the
Thick cardboard. Wreck the trees. Just take more trees.
Maybe it's recycled cardboard, Steve. That's something positive.
I think there is no question that Valaverse is here to stay.
Oh, he's dug in.
Yeah.
He's found, and dude, the way people react to that booth at shows and stuff, he's got a great fan base. He's got a loyal fan base, and he's going to keep churning out cool products like this.
Heck yeah.
He took on the corporate giant, and he's becoming one himself.
I mean, I guess. Nostalgia Hero asks, why don't people like Boss Fight? I think a lot of people actually like Boss Fight. We just have we have a personal.
Oh, I have a personal vendetta against Boss Fight that I won't discuss on the show. I appreciate you asking, but I will never support Boss Fight.
I'm a hypocrite, so I don't want to support them. But then they put out cool figures, and I have to grab one or two.
Oh, I really like that skeleton.
I really like this skeleton, though. Right? You hate me? Okay.
Still got
So
that
you won't
skeleton.
answer-
Yeah, I still got the skeleton. What?
So you won't answer the question.
No, out of respect for the people involved in the situation, I will not
Gotcha.
answer the question.
Say you had a friend.
Which you don't, Emo.
Steamo.
Steamo.
Say you had a friend who's very special because friends don't come by every day. Not true friends. There's for sure there's people that'll come and try to use you, take advantage, but you had a true friend who was trying to grow a tree. And when he planted that tree, he asked for help. You told him exactly what he wanted for that help and what he wanted that tree to be. And that person said, no, not interested in helping you with your tree. But then they planted their own tree. Did the exact same things to that tree that this friend wanted to do to his tree. And that tree grew. It wasn't as nice as the first tree, as my friend's tree, who blossomed into a beautiful, strong, flowering, cherry, weeping willow tree.
Baby Steve tree.
Would you like that person who planted that second tree?
So the Maritime Corp.
Jade
Cody's like, I asked for this answer.
Jade Russo wants to know whose grandma I robbed for this cardigan.
It's very soft.
I didn't rob anybody's grandma. I take a hell of a gummer, but...
She died fair and square.
And just so you know, my grandson has a matching sweater. And we look adorable in them. Hold on, where's my phone? I'm going to send Cody a pic. Keep talking about Maritime Corps.
Okay. Maritime Corps. Look, he's blue. Oh, we moved on.
Operation Monster Force.
Steamo, do you need a Snickers?
You need a Snickers.
Operation Monster Force Season 0. I don't know what that means. Apophis Legion Counter-Terrorism Unit Trooper 112 scale action figure from Fish Monkey Fiction. This guy, he's pretty monstery and militarily looking. Yeah.
Zombie soldiers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
I love them.
I love that zombie face right there. That's pretty fun.
Your zombie face.
I know. Francisco, super chat. Jesus, someone give Steven an X-Acto and let him know horizontal for attention and vertical for results.
Hey, we all know you go down the street, not across the road, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
Cody, I just sent you a picture
Oh, boy.
on the Book of Faces.
Do not resuscitate.
I don't have the sweater one. It's the matching hat one that I had. Look at this little doober. Look at him. Oh, man. But yeah, we have matching sweaters too. So
That's funny.
my little guy. He is so good. The way the hair is now it's like full on like MCR. Like, I'm not okay. I'm not fucking okay.
So this is zombie.
So zombie soldiers, Operation Monster Force.
Yeah.
I love these figures. I won't be a completist in them, but I'm definitely gonna dabble here and there and pick up the ones that I like.
And I'll tell you right now,
comes with a lot of stuff.
I'm pretty confident you'll be able to play with them here.
Although with that background, they should probably.
What does that mean? Be able to play with them here?
I'm probably gonna get at least one of all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I just like I'm trying to condense. Like I went through and did some
Right.
pulling stuff, but like those figures are just too.
Yeah,
too cool.
well, that's like, you know, as I've been looking, like I realistically, I'm gonna liquidate some stuff, and that's not it. I like I said, so when that whole thing went down, you guys remember the story. They pushed it back. I ended up cutting my order back just because the timing changed in my life. But they're just cool figures, man. And I think they're and I love the fact that they're the Horsemen have me digging the independent side of things a little bit, and then to have Rodriguez doing his stuff and kind of getting a peek behind the curtain like the Horsemen did for us, and then hearing Matt Doty's story and getting into the Glyos and looking at kind of these independent creators, and there's a big part of me that I'm into that as well.
Yeah.
Like it kind of I don't want to say supporting the little guy, but that's really what it is.
Well, it makes it easier to support the little guy because like there's a face to these figures and stuff, and
and it's like
shop local type of deal.
Right. So like I get my own L order, and of course free goodie in there like Matt always does. There's the little note that we talked about.
Yep.
And then there's 3 of these heads, all different colorways. I've never seen these heads before. I don't know what they are. I don't know where they are. So I literally grabbed another figure that I had of his and I popped that head on. I'm like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sweet.
And there's like the Adventures of Pocket Glyos. There's like 150 people in that group, so it's a small group, but it's very active.
Yeah.
And these guys are posting in there. Hey guys, we're doing a drop tonight. Like that. It's the guy that creates these figures that's going, hey, we're doing a drop. Like I'm really digging that. The friends that we've made and the relationships we've built. But that to me is that's a smaller company kind of getting off the ground and doing their thing, and I dig that. So
yeah, it's fun.
Oh, it's super fun. It's always been the buying customs for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Custom parts.
Yep.
Nate Strong says, Pete's liquidation sale. BOPBGOPB. Buy 1 plastic bag, get 1 plastic bag.
I do. I'm so nice to that guy, and that's the way he treats me. Like I bought his shitty book that didn't say anything about us in it. You know what I mean? I invite him to lunch. We wear matching hats. But no, he's gonna Dollar General bags. Yeah, good one, fake Trevor. So. Sweet. What do we got, Cody?
I don't know.
Cody's like, Jesus, we're still here?
What do we have?
Another Monster Force figure.
Force stuff, just crushing
What
it.
was this one called? I'm sorry.
We're terrible.
I missed my own picture that I sent to you. This is the Donner Party.
That's awesome.
$37. Looks kind of cool.
I love the whole lore and story of that. The Donner Party, that whole thing's just fascinating to me.
I don't think I'm aware.
That's the
You wouldn't be.
the basically turn to like get lost in the mountains, turn to cannibalism kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like the boots.
Killer boots, man.
Yeah, boots are cool.
Cardigan, no, it's a pullover, but thanks for asking.
So there has been a few on a couple of these waves where I was like, I don't need this figure. Like I will cherry pick a few, but
like
how do you not buy this?
the Egyptian head in the white suit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
But this stuff, I mean, damn.
Yep. And I'm not gonna be into it. Like the story is cool and stuff, but I'm not gonna be like. I don't need that guy because he's the main bad guy. That I don't need that. I just want the ones that are cool to me.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. Like even the lore of that, like the Donner Party, just the lore of what that is in the real world is fascinating to me.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You know,
that's just a cool.
But no, the figures are just great, and like the old school weaponry, like a Henry repeating rifle, and
once again, I think they should that background compared to the it's hard to see the hands and all that shit. It's all kind of blending together.
Yeah, that does. I can see that.
White.
That stained cloak is super cool too.
Very cool.
What do you think, Steve?
It reminds me of the end, and I like it. The rotting.
So we, at some point, we're gonna have to develop a safe word with Steven. So like we know.
That is really okay.
Character or not, you know what I mean?
I have more,
So-
I'm more. Do you remember the time he did get non-decaf? He did get the caffeine.
He fucking lost his goddamn
What?
mind.
But was that real? Now that I think about it,
I don't know, man.
Part of me is like, all of it's fake, so it makes all of it real.
Cody, do you and Sarah have a safe word?
It's fucking deep.
No.
No. Jeremy, you and Laura have a safe word?
No.
Oh.
We don't have a unsafe word.
No safe word.
Jade Russo says, Donner Party situation. Who gets eaten first?
Oh, Jade, I love you. That's a good one.
Honestly,
Right now it's
is that
easy.
us?
Yeah.
yeah,
There is no question.
who's the downer that's packing the most sustenance? Steven.
We don't have to eat anyone else.
We'd be good for a bit.
I would rather you eat me. Maybe I could live on in happier people.
As we turn you into poop.
I'm gonna, and I will shit you in the woods and fertilize your tree son.
The circle of life, baby.
Oh, guys, how are you feeling? Steve's got me bound up. You can imagine like fucking wrapping his fingers with a croissant, little Steve in a blanket, you know?
He will have to compete with a Pete's appetite after he recently comes off from Manjaro. He will probably eat all of us.
I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. I don't know why you're taking shots at me. All right. That's fine.
Steve wants to drag me into the darkness.
All right, what do we got, Cody?
Motu Origins Hero. So Mattel Creations did this thing where now they have like this Club Grayskull thing for $10 a year, and you get access to exclusives.
So you for $10 a year, you only get the opportunity to pay for something. You don't actually get anything for the $10.
You can vote on some things, I guess.
But that $10 doesn't translate into anything physical. It just creates an opportunity to get physical.
Correct.
Okay.
It's them just.
So it's like Patreon for us.
Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah, it's Mattel Pulse. But this is the first figure they released through that, which was just the other day. It's Hero, the Origins version of him.
Steven's like, it should have been a 0.
Kind of feel like this should be available to everybody, but I guess for $10 a year, which translates to like, I don't know, 3 cents a day. I don't know what the fuck the math is. You could jump in and get the Club Grayskull thing.
3 cents a day.
I don't know. I just made that shit up. But I mean, you know, in the vintage line, this guy should have been made, but he was never made, and they put him out in several different.
Did you say 3 cents a day?
Yeah.
It's 2.7, so we round up to 3. So
All right. Not bad, Jeremy.
Oh my God, is Jeremy a genius? And we just didn't know?
I'm an accidental genius. So I don't know. Packaging looks cool. The figure's kind of stupid, just in general. But he looks just like he's supposed to look.
Insert any He-Man character here.
It's just look at that dumb. Hey guys,
I
hang out with Hero.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it was just that smile. Like, hey guys, you want to see my penis?
Steve's like, I remember what it's like to smile.
Look at my toes. I got shiny toes. Look, I carry a ball on a stick. How do you like my fancy cape, everybody?
Is this the voice you use for him?
Hey guys, look at me smiling with my stick ball. Look, it opens up. It has an erection.
Is it trigger activated? Because that might be like a barb on a fish hook.
Yeah,
Pull it out of your butt.
Twist this in your asshole.
That smile says, hey, come pet this puppy in my van.
You guys like my muscles?
That's the face of a guy that says, I had no idea there was a peephole in the girls' locker room. This is news to me.
I prefer this guy over Steve.
Instead of this guy's like weird smile and stare, it's just unsettling. But I look really good. Come get some.
It's unsettling. He's like smiling in my soul.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Hey, whoa. Hey, don't tell anyone this name. Okay? Because I won't tell them their name. Oh, you see what I did there?
This is Beelzebufo Ampinga Goo Doll Swamp version 1/2 scale replica by Rebor. These are the Pete action figures. We have a frog. I accidentally stumbled across this and thought it was fucking cute. So it's a realistic looking frog at about half scale. Some good details here.
I've never seen a frog that looks like that.
Good posing. No.
Damn it, Jeremy.
What I do?
Why are you showing this shit?
Travis just ordered 4.
To make you feel weird.
Travis, a little goblin walking a frog.
And there's Pete's butt.
Pete's butt.
Take the frog for a walk, Travis.
Oh.
This would be at like a zoo gift shop.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's that big.
They're fucking pricey. Look at that eye.
Yeah,
Wow.
$71.99.
Yes, $71.99.
Yeah.
How fucking big is it?
8 inches long, and that's half scale. So
these are big in real life?
Wow.
I would assume, according to their math.
Wow.
Yeah, 1/2 the size.
Oh.
Here's another one.
God
This
damn
is the
it.
Beelzebufo Cornuda. Little feet.
They're beautifully painted.
Yeah.
Spiny
And sculpts
eyes.
are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, these were never on my radar.
Is this a horny toad?
I accidentally came across them, so here you go.
What were you looking up when you found these?
I just big
Something to
bad toy
accidentally come
store.
across?
Naked pictures of Pete.
I pissed Amanda off. So Friday, I grabbed my jeans, and the jeans I pick up are her jeans. Fuck it, I put them on, and I walked into the bathroom. I was shaking my ass like, bah, 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 bah. He was so mad.
All right. Yeah. Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again action figure.
Did we all at least watch the first episode?
I've watched both episodes so far.
Okay. You did not?
I did not.
Wait, the fake.
So all I'm gonna say is I did watch the first episode. I did enjoy it. But I want the listeners to know that Steve sent us a text message and said, I just watched the first 10 minutes of Daredevil and it might be the best Marvel I've ever watched. So take that for what you will. If you're not watching it, I would suggest at least giving that first episode a try.
Oh, I loved it.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal.
Okay, god dang it.
Do you still stand by that, Steve?
I don't stand by anything anymore.
I'll stand by it when something can stand by me.
Oh, when he's not strong.
I'll give a gift to the listeners and give a little bit of my opinion.
And I'll be your friend.
It's not easy to watch, but it sure is fun.
Lean on me.
Yeah, that's fair. It hurts, but it's fucking awesome. So
Fucking hurts.
yeah.
Not asking you a question again.
His friend is so hot.
Sunday night is coming fast. Jeremy's butt is full of gas. Wake me up when Wig Tick'em ends.
Don't fucking encourage Maverick.
Just a silly goose.
If you put music things on it, I don't know if
Yeah. So here's Daredevil. He looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, that looks real good.
Yeah.
What's the price on him?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Half of what the
Unless
frog
I
costs.
probably put it on here. There you go, $25.99.
You getting it?
No.
No.
No,
No.
It's cool. But
looks pretty damn good though.
It's really good. I like my fucking Marvel Legends is shrinking, like really shrinking, and as cool as Daredevil is, I don't need him on my shelf, to be honest.
When I was a child, Daredevil never really stood out to me. It was never like one of my favorite heroes, but he's becoming. I mean,
Would you pick?
he's at the top.
Would you pick that figure over a Mezco?
I don't know if they've done another Mezco since the first one I had.
Mm-hmm. Which
the first one was-
isn't
The
this?
first one was like the yellow red, wasn't it? The Mezco?
It might have been the very first. That's not the one I had. I had the red. And I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a comic Daredevil. That wasn't a Netflix.
It was kind of
Daredevil.
Mezco's own take on it.
Yeah. I love what Marvel and Netflix did with the Netflix Daredevil. The story was great. The character development was great. The fight scenes were amazing. The villains were great. I love the costume. I love the helmet. Like I love what they did with that. Because realistically, there's some seriously stupid, silly versions of his costume over the years in comics. Like a lot of things in comics, right? But they fucking made him a warrior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's that costume is just fucking rad.
Well, it's easily one of the best takes on a.
Oh yeah.
I never had any love for Daredevil
Yeah.
whatsoever, and watching that show was like, I was frothing at the mouth
Oh, yeah.
for
Yeah.
new episodes. Like,
And one thing I will tell you that I think the biggest thing that surprised me. Well, I won't say the biggest thing that surprised me, but one of the things that surprised me the most in the production value was the F word.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate that.
yeah,
You know.
Disney.
Yeah, and I knew they were keeping it adult. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
just
but like
thought
they
that-
didn't do that in the
No.
Netflix one. So
I
yeah,
thought
they're
I,
F-wording it. And
Good.
stuff. Yeah.
I assumed it meant violence. You know, because I mean, let's be honest. Daredevil is one of the most violent
Indeed.
iterations of anything Marvel we've seen in the last 20
and that's
years.
carried over into this for sure.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and then some.
Good.
It's
But-
I'm excited.
Punisher, you expected a little bit more from Punisher because
Right.
I mean he's Punisher,
Yeah.
right? But man, the choreography and they carried that through that first episode, kicked your fucking teeth in with, hey, we didn't get away from the fighting, guys. We want you to know it's still here.
Well,
So-
and me and before he was Steamo, we're talking about the show too, and just like the realistic parts of the fight. I mean, as realistic as it can be, like them getting exhausted.
Oh yeah,
And like, you know, having to take a break, and meanwhile while he's getting his energy back, there's the other dudes running away and shit like that, and like then he finally gets caught up, and like, oh, it's just nuts, man. Makes
There
you
was-
feel like you're there.
there was it was very real.
I really love Bullseye
Is that
as a villain.
is that who that character? I mean,
Yeah.
I assumed that's who they were giving
Yep,
us.
same
So-
same actor and stuff too.
Okay.
From the Netflix version.
And and just the way that they filmed it, so that anytime Murdoch attacks, he opens himself up to attack.
Yeah.
It is an exchange every time, and you know, because he can do two things. He can try to deflect the shit that Bullseye is throwing at him, or he can throw a punch and take a shot, because you can't do two things at once.
Yeah.
And they really put that into perspective in that fight.
Yeah.
And it made me feel sad, because the only way you can get a punch in is to take a punch yourself, and that's frickin' life.
I has a sad.
I is sad panda. All right, what do we got next, Cody? Hey, what's this?
Well,
Oh,
I don't know if you guys heard anything, but
oh.
there's this
Baratheer. The dragon.
Baethir,
Four
right?
horsemen.
Baethir.
Amazing.
Yeah, $550 for this guy, going on till April 6th or 7th. I can't
They
remember.
did they only did 1 month, which sucks because there's some people that get paid bi-monthly, and they're not going to be able to get it because they don't get paid till May.
They do have payment plans, but they are
Wow,
pricey.
hold on. No, the payment plans don't work if you have a Capital One credit card.
Oh.
It doesn't allow the installments.
I didn't. I was unaware.
Oh, I'm aware.
I'm
I am
sure
aware.
A lot of people are. I haven't caught up on all the drama.
I literally have been sending thoughts and prayers emojis to Jeremy all weekend.
I'm sure he loves it.
So you move into the expansion stuff, I would assume, Jeremy?
Yeah, after
the
this
dragon?
first part. So
Okay.
just go. The main drop is the dragon, which is $550. He looks like this. He's got the one head, the one set of wings that aren't fully expanded, but it looks pretty damn freaking awesome.
It's you. There's not a person in the world that can tell me something wrong with this dragon and be real.
Right.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. We saw it in
Yeah.
person.
Magnificent.
And, yep, it's amazing, and it's what we the fans have been asking for a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
So
carbon footprint this is going to leave. The production and the pollution.
So it's 37 inches long total with the tail extended, if I remember correctly.
yep.
Beautiful. Sculpt, paint, it's all there. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely amazing.
And it's pricey, but it's a fucking giant dragon, guys.
You can also get Sir Benegar unlocked at, was it 2,500? It says.
25.
But we don't know how many they've sold because it's not in real time like on Kickstarter.
Right.
We're only getting an update once a day.
Also,
Oh, if you don't think I'm prepared for this
I
conversation,
know you are.
the listeners want it, Jeremy. They've been asking
I'm
for
not
it.
denying it.
I think we all kind of want
unleash, baby.
Yeah.
The Ashen Skeleton gets unlocked at, what's that say, 3,500?
Yep.
Upgrade set unlocked at 4,000. Pretty sweet little set right there. So
The Dragon Knight is 2 steps above fantastic. I mean, it's as deluxe as they come. It's
And somehow-
sculpt, paint app, all of it.
yeah,
It's
somehow
just,
I had missed that for however. I don't know how. Maybe just the dragon blew me away enough. I didn't care about anything else.
Well, that did just get announced on Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yes,
That's why then.
Yes, that just got announced.
I was
Friday.
like, this.
I'm sorry, Thursday night.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was like,
yep.
this is awesome. Somehow I missed it before, but okay, good.
Yeah.
So
So
we
it.
never showed it before.
So I'll tell you, I was watching it on the YouTube live show, which was Jeremy and Eric, the genius, and it was a fun watch. But Kane walked in right when Sir Benegar was being shown, and he immediately was like, that's
That's-
dope. That's like Elden Rings, that game that he plays.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, holy shit.
That's a cool looking freaking knight right there, man.
Yep.
That green hue and
Oh yeah.
the cool ass horns. I mean, he's like, I could see him turning into the dragon. Ooh.
Or flying with those little wings.
Yeah, his little wingies flying.
The biggest travesty of the world would
Fucking
be
Dragon Shield.
biggest travesty of the world would be if the night gets funded and the expansion pack doesn't.
That would suck.
Slightly worse than the distended bellies of the starving children in Africa.
And then they got a regular knight head.
Lame.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
like, what are you wasting my time for?
Yeah.
If you
Lame.
if you display this with that bare head, you're also your Wolverine's got his claws not popped on your shelf, and you're a fucking idiot.
I'm gonna like that head to put on like a knight or something, but this
Yeah.
guy's gonna be wearing that dragon helmet.
Oh
all the
yeah,
time.
That shield's pretty sweet.
Oh,
Shield's so
good.
sweet.
Yeah.
So good.
Then the Ashen Skeleton. Skeletons are always good.
So here's something that like I want to like stress to people too when we start to talk about like the add-on figures. So like we know that this gets made if they get to 3,500 units.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is could tell you we're gonna kind of know how many dragons are ordered to an extent. I think
I think
Once
they're going to
these
tell
start
us.
getting
I think
unlocked.
There's supposed to be a meter.
they're going to
updated.
tell us
I
exactly.
gotta-
my question would be
And I
when
got a
it
picture of
blows
it.
through the meter, what
okay.
happens next?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I don't get the feeling that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the Horsemen. They may add stuff. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but we have no clue. But you're going to have an idea how many of each of these figures is actually created.
Yeah.
There are going to be like some of the rarest figures in the line. Like I would
Yeah.
believe. Like it's.
And I am a blatant flaming FOMO-sexual. Like I want this really bad because
Yeah.
I don't want to miss out. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of fucking money, man.
It's a lot of money.
And where the hell am I don't even know where I'm putting my Eternia, let alone this.
Yeah.
But there's the upgrade set, couple of different heads. Looks like the vampire head maybe on the right. Is that a vampire skull? Well, at least he's got Sharpie teethy. And the one on the left has some big lower
Orcus tusks kind of thing.
It would not surprise me if these figures sell for $200.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, we've seen Mythic Legion sell for $600.
Yeah.
The question I have for you, and this is, and I have done a lot of reading,
Yep.
and I'm trying to fully understand this whole process, but the one thing that I'm unclear on at this point is, Ashen Skeleton gets unlocked. Can I order 6 Ashen Skeletons?
No.
It's one. That's it.
Comes in the box.
So it's the dragon. You get a knight. You get an Ashen. And that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
The only way you get 2 is if you order 2 dragons.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking about some limited figures in a fan base that is very homosexual. I mean, just reality, right? Crazy. I mean, we are.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I'm excited about that aspect of it. Yeah.
Will you pop up there? There's more unlocks. Will you pop those back up, Cody? This is a super cool idea. Charred skeleton. Go ahead.
So this is everything is currently locked. We don't have 2,000 units sold yet.
Which, thank you,
Thanks,
Cabal,
Jeremy, for fixing-
pointing that out. Because somebody freaked out because it didn't say currently locked on the very top one
so
with
they
the
thought
dragon.
he was already funded.
And because we're smart in this collecting world, so he had to go back and change his graphic and repost it.
Well, I mean, it was something where even I looked and went, well, okay, now, did they just not have it there to begin with?
Yeah, but you're stupid too.
Well,
Yeah.
most of us are.
True.
Most of us are.
Good point.
So I'm glad that they put the locked up there. Here's one of the add-on sets. It's the Fiery Breath add-on set, which is $150. Comes with an extra head with its mouth all agape, and then a big flamer shooting out of it. But the thing that gets me
That
is that
fucking
freaking knight right there.
Oh my god.
But now these you can order multiples of the add-ons.
Yes.
Yeah.
The add-on set.
Okay.
Yep.
That was the clarification I was looking for.
Yep.
You can only get 1 Dragon Knight, only 1 Ashen Skeleton per dragon. But if you wanted to get 7 Flaming Knights, you can do 7 add-ons.
You can do 7 add-ons.
Yes.
You
You can
As
buy
long
the
as
whole set.
you're buying the whole thing, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
buy
Yeah.
as many of those $150 sets that include that night as you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Dragon Head and the Flames, you're going to get those too.
Right,
if you
so
buy
I
them,
guess if you
but-
don't want to get the whole dragon, you could have a little setup where there's just like a hole in the wall. There's a dragon head popping out, shooting flames.
So let me tell you what I'm, as a flipper, what I'm actually considering more than buying multiple dragons, and that is buying multiple of that set. Heidi making a little Dio cave with that dragon head coming out. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
But the other side of that too is if you, let's say I wanted 2 knights. I buy 2 add-on sets. I get my 2 knights. I set them up. I've got a spare dragon and flame. There's somebody that's going to buy that got a
yes.
dragon.
Oh, absolutely.
That
Yes.
couldn't get it.
Yes.
You flip that all fucking day long.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, and I'm not, but this is just reality. Like, this is what I do, how I do it. Like, I'm trying to fund my collecting by extra of this, and do it. That figure right there is a $150 figure all day.
All day long.
Easy.
All day.
Yeah.
You know, so
Look how fucking cool that is, though. The Burning Knight.
I absolutely love
3
it.
different heads. Of course, I'm going to just, I mean, if I theoretically get one, the flaming head there would be the one. But, yeah, translucent with like the yellow and orange and, oh, God.
Hey guys, show up to MesquiCon and pay your entry fee so Jeremy and I can get dragons. Let's call it what it is, Jay.
Yep, I like it.
Well, I've had people asking me how many I'm gonna get to try and flip, and
He's already ordered 9.
it's the hard part figuring that out. But like I need this month. Like I need to make some money.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of money up front to get all that shit, but god damn it, you'll sell them.
Yep.
What's the ring?
I think you put that around the figure, like a figure then would be standing.
Or like at the bottom, like where.
If you go in the previous pictures, you can see it. It's the... Go back. There.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of the flame
So it looks
spout.
like it's burning the ground. That's a pretty cool set. Oh, and a tongue.
Yeah, because I'm gonna buy that and not do the flame breath. I'm just gonna put a little tongue hanging out. Right. I'm stupid.
So 1,000 units. You get.
I want the tongue licking the head of the Dragon Knight unhelmeted because I'm amazing.
You get the fiery breath set, which includes the Burning Knight, but the Burning Knight upgrade set is added at $1,250.
What's the upgrade set? That's the extra heads.
That's a good question.
What is the what?
The Burning Knight upgrade set.
That's so you can make the Burning Knight. If you notice, the Burning Knight, his gloves and his feet were still metal, like they had the heat hadn't melted that. The upgrade set gives you more pieces, so you can make the whole knight burning.
Okay.
And it might be more weapons or something in there too, if I remember.
Steve-O says there's 4 heads actually for that one. The other wasn't ready to show according to the live show on Thursday. So, all right, good to know. And then the pre-order for the Epic Wings add-on set, which is also $150. Giant spread-ass wings.
So this is the opportunity you could order multiples of these to get multiple Ashen Skeletons.
Yes.
Yep.
But now,
this
for
is
$550, you buy the dragon for $550. If they sell enough, you get the knight for free as part of the $550, and then unlock the skeleton, and that is part of the $550.
There was an unlock number for the knight. I think it goes dragon. Then there was an unlock number to get the knight included.
Right, but
If-
you don't.
if it
But
gets
if
to
it,
that.
but if the knight gets unlocked, the price doesn't go up. The knight
No,
is part of the
just
$550.
included. Just
Right?
included.
Okay.
Yep, it's all just based on how many are sold.
So
They get a deal on increasing their numbers, so
Yes.
it's cheaper for them if they increase the numbers. Instead of taking that profit, they're turning that profit right back into figures that they're going to give to us.
Right. I will say that I
Which still
understand.
does not bring me joy in this world.
I understand some of the confusion. This is a pretty complicated thing.
Oh yeah,
there's a
it's
lot
not-
of moving parts.
It's not super
right?
simple. Yeah, it is.
But
Yep.
what gets me is the people just not fucking paying attention and asking the same question 97 fucking times.
Yeah, and I think it's also hard too because, and so someone said this in one of these posts, and I totally agree with it. We're aware of what's going on because we follow all of this stuff. We have friends that talk about all this stuff. If you're the person who just saw the picture of the dragon and is like, I want to get that dragon, and they don't follow Source Horseman, they don't. Some of that stuff to them is going to be really confusing.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Travis. We got to talk about this. Cullen Culp. I think the world of Cullen. He's become a great toy friend of mine, and I admire what he does in this community. But Cullen constantly reminds me on the Adventures of Pocket Glios, 150 strong, to pin shit to the top. Okay? Yeah. Hey, man, maybe somebody should pin this to the top. You're right, Cullen. You're right. But in a 6,000 strong Facebook group where we could alleviate so much drama and bullshit of which he's an admin, not a goddamn thing can ever get fucking pinned. Ever. Why can't we just pin all of this to the fucking top? Hey guys, bitch about shipping here. Pin to the top. If you want to bitch about shipping, you can go to this post and go, I can't believe that they're going to make me pay to have this delivered all the way to Flagstaff, Arizona. You know, pin it to the goddamn top. You could put featured, you could call it gripes for all I care, right? Yeah. And there's probably a great acronym in there. And I'll think of that later. But pin it to the fucking top of the cabal, and then as soon as something pops, you put go to pinned, delete, go to pinned, delete, and it declutters all of this fucking mess. But no, we got to make sure that we pin that in the fucking Adventures of Pocket Glios so all 150 people can see it. But we want 6,000 people asking the same questions and bitching the same bitches. Because we can't pin in the fucking cabal. We can't do it.
You ain't wrong.
I'm rarely wrong when I get to that volume.
Pin Steve.
So yeah, you could get a zombie with this one. An ashen zombie.
And you guys all know I wasn't bullshitting about how great I think Cullen is.
Oh, he's great. Wow. Just look at the scale of that motherfucker. Wow.
Absolutely beautiful.
He's huge. So, yeah.
Ashen Zombie upgrade.
Yep, got a couple of heads. We got an angry head and a head.
Hey, guys. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Jeremy.
What?
Uh,
The hey gay.
If you go to Big Bad Toy Store and you order a figure, you pay $4 to ship it. Pile of loot
but what if
is a moot point. It's a pile of moot.
But what if
okay?
what if I ship 20? What if I ship 20 items?
Yeah, but I can save them up for a whole month and then I get them all for $4. You're right. But that doesn't make my statement not factual. If you order one goddamn figure, you pay $4 goddamn to ship that one goddamn figure to your goddamn porch. Well, that's not a great comparison. Fuck you. You're not a great human being. Quit wasting my grandson's oxygen. Because what I said is accurate and factual, unlike a lot of the shit that's in the cabal that's allowed to just run rampant. I don't think that's a fair comparison. Well, I don't think that you're ever going to be successful in the real world. And I don't think that that kid is yours.
Oh.
So,
boom. Roasted.
I don't even know. I wasn't directed at anybody in particular. I'm just assuming one of those idiots has probably got a slutty wife.
Holy shit.
Yeah, wow.
The cardigan came off.
Yeah.
I got hot.
Well, I got a feeling you're not done.
Actually, truth be be told, I thought
I'll be right back.
I thought about my last hug from Colin, and I got warm. So he's such a warm hugger. All right, so
wait, you're not an admin
on the cabal?
Yeah,
no. Despite numerous people trying to tell everybody I should be, I am not an admin on the cabal. You want to talk about hurt feelings? I would change my Facebook name to Butthurt, and I'd just start fucking axing people, just left and right.
Just gone.
Yep, and I'd start with Amy Scott, followed by Oliver Peterson, just based off personal vendetta alone.
The Elon way.
Yeah. I was like, when I created that post, I was like, I fucking tagged admin. I'm like, I'm tagging you so you can find this shit because I want to make your job easier, Curtis.
I thought that was a great post.
I thought it was a great post too.
It definitely was.
But it got buried by the same complaints
over and over
and over again.
Yes.
In like the international stuff. Well, if they would just partner with retailers, okay, think about that from the big picture. Okay, what would you guys say is a fair estimate? What percentage of these dragons are leaving the U.S. realistically? I guarantee you, it's got to be less than 20.
I was thinking 10.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just even
With
if we
no
say
with no information,
we'll never have anyway. But let's just say 25. Okay, so 25% of these are going to be leaving the U.S. So what you want as a 25%er, you want them to do a special deal with retailers to save you money, which then now you alienate 75% of the people buying this dragon, because if you're not going to do all the retailers, everybody's going to go, well, why are the Europeans, why do they get better shipping than we do when we're the majority? It's a no-win situation. Mm-hmm. So realistically, if you do that, you allow that partnership with EU retailers, you're spitting in the face of 75% of your customers, unless you go the route of doing it for retailers there. Then it takes away the entire process of what they were trying to do to get this thing made. They built this entire program very specific to make this happen, and it was not doing anything with retailers. This is going to be direct from us. This is the way that we control it. This is the way that we make it happen. And while it's going to cost me $339 to ship, well, that's a lot cheaper than moving to the U.S. and starting a new life. It's not the Four Horsemen's fault that you don't live here. You know, and a lot of the shipping people are like, some of them, like somebody's paying $200 in Georgia, but they're paying $150 in Arizona. They're paying $300 in Washington State. Well, that's not fair. The Horsemen don't do that.
Yeah, they don't control how much that costs.
And it's just, in the sense of entitlement, and one person standing up in almost any situation, it doesn't matter what it is, saying you should change your process to accommodate me. That is exactly what is wrong with everything in society.
Oh yeah,
from the top
selfish.
to the fucking bottom.
It's all about being selfish. Everyone only gives a shit about themselves.
I made myself a millionaire. I shouldn't have to pay taxes. I'm dirt poor, don't want to get a job. You should feed me and my family. The sense of entitlement, and it's every single person in every single walk of life across the entire board. Everybody just wants what they want.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you do the most good for the most amount of people, and that's what the Horsemen are doing. They built a fucking dragon. Okay? At the end of the day, they need to make money. Do you want to get another figure from the Four Horsemen? They have to exist in order for that to happen.
Yep.
$550 is a lot of money. I get it. If you can't afford the dragon, you can't afford the dragon. That sucks. But guess what? I drive a 2012 Kia Rio. That's a manual transmission with roll-up windows. I would love to have a nicer car, but you know what? I can't justify a nicer car because I rarely drive it because I have a work vehicle, right? So for me to go out, could I go out and get a car payment tomorrow? Yes. And then pay full coverage insurance? Yes. I could do all of those things, but I choose not to. I don't deserve a fucking Tesla like Cody just because Cody has a Tesla. I would love a Tesla. I think they're absolutely rad. But you know what? I'm going to borrow his and bang my wife driving down US 31 in his car. Because if something goes horribly wrong, I would love to just replace his than have to replace my own. You are not more important than anybody else, and the Four Horsemen don't owe you anything. I don't care if you have been there since day one and you've bought every figure they've ever sold. They should not ever have to change their business plan to accommodate just you and you alone.
Yep.
You need to grow up.
Fully agree.
You need to fucking grow up.
So I'm going to disagree with you on one little thing, and that was that the Horsemen don't owe us anything. They owed us a dragon. and
they delivered.
They delivered.
They owed us an opportunity.
Yes. Okay. They delivered. Now it's on you.
Right.
You either buy the fucking thing or not.
And when I say the Four Horsemen do owe things to their fans, right? They owe a quality product because without the fans, they don't exist. The Horsemen know that.
Yeah.
That's why we get shit like dragons.
Yeah.
When I say they don't owe us anything, well, no, the Horsemen do owe their customers, just like any business owes their customers gratitude. But in order to be able to continue to get that relationship, you have to provide a product that is worth the money and blah, blah, blah. You have to do all that.
Supply us with your delicious product and we will purchase
it. It's a very symbiotic relationship. You can't have one without the other.
Yep.
Now, they don't owe you, Jeremy DeWitt, a goddamn thing. They owe the fans, right? They owe the customer, but they don't owe any one individual person anything, with the exception of maybe Ryan Zarek, because I think he's probably spent $150,000 on Four Horsemen, but realistically, but nobody wants that because we've created a society in which everybody just gets what they want and everybody deserves this, so they're entitled to it. And everybody's opinion matters. It doesn't. I don't give two shits or a fuck about what you think. I don't care. Other than it gives me fodder to talk about your slutty wife having a child with somebody outside your marriage, because obviously you don't have control over your household.
Feel like that's oddly specific, but
I want a $550 dragon with a couple of $150 add-on sets. That's $850. I don't know what shipping is because I haven't looked yet. I have not personally looked at what it's going to take to ship. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to find a reason to drive to New Jersey to pick up my dragon. I'm legit going to do that. And we actually have a crazy enough group of friends where we could actually pull that off. There's a lot of people talking about it on the Cabal. Right. There's not a lot of people that actually do it.
We would actually a fucking do it. U-Haul.
Now the difference is all of those things that Jeremy said would not be allowed for pickup doesn't pertain to us because we're better than everybody else. All right. If we went and picked up our dragon, we would get a tour. We would go out to dinner with the Horsemen. You know, we would stop by and help Cornboy rearrange his garage. Like, we're tight, you know? So hey guys, you can't do this, you can't do that. Right, Jeremy, yeah, you're not talking to us. We know that because we're not normies, right? We're not regular people. But in the grand scheme of things, I have to look and I have to go, okay, what is it going to take for me to be able to get this dragon? I do a ton of shit
outside of my full-time job. I have side hustles galore. That's why I do those things. I look at my family and know for me to spend $1,000 on an action figure, regardless of how cool it is, that's crazy.
Yep.
But guess what? I teach 600 students CPR every year. I teach at the fire academy. I teach fire officers. I work the electric forest as fire. I do all of these things outside my normal job to try to throw money into a little kitty for me to be able to do this. Why can't you? Why is somebody bending over to accommodate you? No, I need to accommodate me. I need to put in some extra time and make some extra money to be able to buy extra dragons.
Yeah, but if I worked another job, I wouldn't be able to sit at home and type on Facebook. I was upset that shipping got
You
so
take
much.
shits, man. You take shits.
And that's the whole thing. The horsemen don't owe us.
Hey, Greg says right here, you'll get pizza with me if y'all pick up the dragon.
Okay.
Boom.
I'm
Pizza
sorry.
with Greg.
11 hours in a vehicle.
That's worth the trip.
Yeah. 11 hours in a vehicle to be able to fucking hang out with that guy for an evening. Why not? I mean,
He's
that's
worth it.
That's easy. And you know damn well that if we posted up, hey guys, we're going to be in town for these 3 days or these 2 days or whatever it is, our phones are going to be blowing up because Maverick is going to want to sleep inside all of us, right? You know Anthony Houseal's making the trip up to see us, and the list goes on and on and on of people that we'd be able to hang out with. We would make it a little mini adventure, and then when we get to the studio, everybody could pick up their dragons, and then they could sit and wait for us to get done with our tour and hanging out with the horsemen to come back out, and then we could continue on with our night, because we're better than they are. So... people are just
the
worst.
I wonder how big this box is going to be.
So that I was trying to do the math about what it would take, how many you'd have to buy to make it worth the trip. Just from a financial, not from seeing your friends and kind of thing. But I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute, you would probably need a really big vehicle or trailer or
party bus,
like a
party bus. I tried to get you guys to go to Legends Con in a party bus last year, and y'all shot me down. We have a party bus, guys.
The dragon bus.
I'm dragging my nuts on your face.
Party dragon bus. That's true, Mini Pete. Said also they told us about this 5 months ago. That's plenty of time to save some money to at least lessen the blow of a big.
Oh my God! You only gave me 150 days notice.
How about this one a day ago? Posted in the Cabal. Can anyone get me in touch with Jeremy Gerard?
I screenshotted that as well.
Are we going right into drama?
We're just talking a little bit about the dragon now.
Well,
I feel like
I
know nothing's been said that's drama yet.
You know what I did? I posted Jeremy's cell phone number on that. I was like, I can. Boom. Jeremy Gerard's cell phone number.
Can anyone get me in touch with Jeremy Gerard? Don't you think like there has to become a point where you're like, why am I in these groups? Like, and I understand why they are. They have to help get the right information out there, and Jeremy does a wonderful job of that. But like,
I'm surprised the guy isn't losing his hair.
I mean, like
with all the
some
fucking
of this stuff.
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they have to an extent, be used to a lot of this because every time there's an in stock sale, what do we have? We have man babies crying. Like every time, I know they're used to it, but still gotta be hard when you're trying to do this great thing for your fan base, and I just
well,
this could not have been more perfect.
You're welcome.
Are you getting a hold of them?
Yeah, Patreon the spot. And ironically enough, it's one of our European friends.
Oh, all right.
It's 3 a.m.
Which means
It's not. They're only 5 hours different.
Does he know you're calling?
No.
That's how it works.
That's why it's Patreon the spot.
That's how it works.
He ain't gonna answer.
They all gave cell phone numbers and
The O2 messaging service. You are calling. Unable to make your call. Please leave your message.
Unable to make your call.
To record your message, key hash at any time.
I might. It's Pete. I was just trying to get a hold of you to discuss Dragon shipping. You were the Patreon the spot. Feel free to call me back. We'll be recording for at least another hour and a half. And you know me, I love getting into a new topic and then springing back into something else that gets me fired up. Hope to talk to you soon, you twat. All right. So, yeah.
Well, you also like yesterday. I guess this is kind of going into drama. So might as well. We had Derek Muehlberger post. Welp, the dragon is off the table for me. Shipping is either $100 FedEx.
Oh my God.
Or $433 UPS to Florida. I won't use FedEx as they lost both Doc Nocturnal and the Skeletron Roboskull and claimed it wasn't their fault. Fuck FedEx. So the shipping just priced me out of helping get the big boy produced. Sorry, folks, but I'm not chancing losing it over FedEx. Bad enough losing those other 2 items. Sigh.
Oh, wait, this just in. We don't need you! There is no way in fucking hell that this dragon falls one shy of being funded. No way. There is no possible way that one person is going to make or break this entire thing. And I guarantee you, I can tell you right now, one of the horsemen will pay out of their pocket for a dragon to make this happen. We don't need and or want you. I don't know who that guy is. He's probably a really nice guy.
He's probably awesome, but it's just one of the first comments from Nick Enrique says, you can request FedEx hold a package at a location so it's not directly dropped off to you. Harder to blame you when it's at one of their pickup locations, to which Jason Holman says, solutions are for real problems, not pity parties, my brother.
Joe Vassapolo, 4 horsemen, right out of the straight dope from the horseman's mouth. This is true. Risking my own marriage if I have to. So, I'm sorry. Risking my marriage, it will be done. At the end of the day, there's no way that one person is this is gonna hinge on one person. This is going to not only fund, it's going to fund by a long shot. This is not whether or not it will fund. This is by how much will it fund. Period. End of story.
And I won't say that this guy didn't have problems with FedEx because he probably did.
And that sucks for him.
But like, I've never had problems with FedEx. So
Isn't that like
they're what?
Dealt with though? Like,
are they flash frozen?
What's that?
Pickles?
Like
No,
if
no,
something
it's
like that happens,
cheese balls that are dill pickled.
it's not like you're
wrong with you?
screwed.
Right,
I
they'd
love
have
them.
to like
I
refund
try
you
so
or
hard to
something.
love
You would think.
Trav,
So
and this is the shit you bring.
So I don't
It's
know.
not like you just lose out on it all.
I don't know.
I can't
I'd
wait for
chance
the
it.
announcement that Jeremy Gerard has to put up the graphic and says, well, unfortunately, as of midnight last night, we were one shy. The dragon will not be made. Kiss my ass.
That is quite the difference in shipping, though. FedEx is 100, UPS is 435.
That's wild.
That is wild.
But and here's the thing.
Wow, those are
I don't
different.
fully understand how shipping works for anybody. But like, again, part of that post right here. This was $4 to ship to my house in a padded mailer. $4. I don't understand how people can't figure out how they extrapolate this, make it into a giant dragon, and they're like, I can't believe it's $100. This is not a dragon's not 25 times bigger than this.
Right.
It's called fucking arithmetic, man.
Yeah. I've been lucky because FedEx is great for me. So, like,
I haven't had a problem, so I can't.
But
My
everybody
woes with the world do not fall with FedEx.
everybody has a horror story. So I work. So before I went,
Sarah.
before I went full time at the fire department, I worked at the hospital. Right? There was 2 hospitals in Muskegon. You hated one and you loved the other. That's it. Because guess what? Well, Hackley killed my dad. Okay? Well, Mercy dropped my mom. That's the same thing of anything else. Everybody has a horror story and goes, oh, you know what? The most successful restaurants in the world have people go, well, I'll never eat there again because my spaghetti was cold.
Right.
You ever talk to somebody in Muskegon that, these people will jump on these bandwagons and they'll be like, they'll do what Meat's talking about. They'll talk about all their horror stories they've heard or had about Hackley Hospital. And I go, do you think that might be because you live in Muskegon and everybody uses Hackley? So therefore, everybody's going to have all the horror stories you're going to hear are going to be about a local fucking hospital. You dipshits.
Well, they didn't. My dad died underneath their care. Your dad died because he drank a 12-pack of Strohs every day for 47 years. That doctor didn't stop him from chain smoking Marlboro Reds for 5 decades and he's got lung cancer. That sucks. But at the end of the day, they didn't fail him. He failed him. Idiots. And yes, do things go wrong in a hospital? Absolutely they do.
Yeah.
I had a doctor once tell me, man, that sucks, but like they say, you're not a real doctor until you've killed somebody. Doctor told me that.
Oh.
It's practice in medicine, guys. You do the best that you can with what you got to work with, and sometimes you're not right. Yeah. Every single profession in this world is going to have a hang-up. Yeah. If somebody posts on Facebook, hey guys, looking for my next tattoo, looking for suggestions. 25 people are going to list 25 different artists, and then 25 people are all going to give you a reason not to use the 25 artists. That is the worst place to ask for advice on anything. Tattoos, roofing, lawn care, does not fucking matter because everybody is going to have an opinion, and they're going to say, oh, well, yeah, so-and-so did this to me, or this happened to me, or whatever. In the grand scheme of things, of all the things that I've ever ordered, I got one package that was lost in the mail that Amazon refunded me. My numbers are pretty goddamn good. Yeah. Boxes hit my porch every fucking day without fail. I have a box every single day on my porch, 7 days a week. And I've lost one. Okay. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. Bound to happen.
I'm just thankful that the horsemen are as open and transparent as they are.
But they should be more transparent. Right. Why do I only get to know once a day what the dragon's at? Why don't I get a notification every time somebody funds it, Trav?
Why isn't there a live feed of the countdown?
Why isn't Jeremy sitting in his kitchen just going, 571? 572? Why isn't Gerard stepping out of his son's ballet recital to tell us and give us an update? Oh. Did you guys see it starting in the fucking armies of Ashmore too? Hey, need an update. I'm dying here. What's going on? So Matt posted a picture of a bunch of boxes in an intermodal container. I was like, I love Matthew Rodriguez.
Yeah. Well, he's freaking out about Big Bad Toy Store, which kind of leads into another drama through the Cabal. This is not about the dragon, but this is about Necronominus Cannabis. Is that how you say that? The horse?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Ez.
Edward Nice. Edward. Wow.
We're sorry, Andre.
Yeah, wow.
I'd say it's Nix.
Nix? Yeah, okay, so Edward Nix says, this is so wrong on so many levels. I understand the vendors had a street date, but we, the fans who bought direct, should always come first. My wife emailed your company on 2/25.
Wow, what a man's man.
To find out the...
Hey, honey, I need you to email the Four Horsemen about my action figures.
To find out about the status of her order and to confirm our new address. No reply. This is not good customer service. She would like to request all her money back.
Through a random Facebook page.
No restock fees or any other BS.
Not gonna do it.
4-H has clearly put vendors before the fans.
Has anybody got Jeremy Gerard's contact info?
And this is because the horse is in stock on Big Bad Toy Store.
In stock.
Yeah. Cullen Culp says,
I love Cullen Culp.
This has been discussed several times already.
So pin it to the top, Cullen!
On posts by Four Horsemen, their weekly YouTube show, and numerous posts in the Cabal.
I'm starting a new podcast. It's all drama, and it's called Cullen the Herd. I'm doing it.
That's pretty good.
I'm doing it.
That's really good.
He says Big Bad Toy Store is actually the last or one of the last retailers who have their items. I understand it being frustrating that your toys didn't arrive before someone else's toys, but they have gone above and beyond communicating the situation and made the best choice they could with all the factors considered.
All the factors.
Address updates were supposed to be made a while ago.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I would follow up on that email to
blame the wife.
To see if possible with them, as you won't get direct customer support from posting it in the Cabal.
Read my comment.
I'm getting there.
Read my comment. That was a good one.
Loop H. Guru says, patience rewards. That's what I do know.
Wow, that's mystical. Thank you.
You like that?
That's good.
Pete McCarthy says, I don't think that Big Bad Toy Store has to get them from Four Horsemen. I'm pretty sure they get direct shipments. It's plausible that the direct customers were so many that the process of Four Horsemen shipping them out has taken long enough for the street date to hit, and Big Bad Toy Store having a much larger infrastructure can get them in and out much quicker. This is not a shot at the fans that ordered direct. It's not a slight. It's sometimes just how business gets done. Me personally, if I was as open and honest as Four Horsemen and I was in the process of shipping orders, any email that came through of someone just wanting a status check would probably not be top priority because I would rather focus my energy on shipping orders instead of responding to emails telling people that their orders are shipping. Van Johnson says that is correct. They get their figure orders directly shipped to them from the factory.
And I got more than one, like, this guy's right.
Oh, yeah.
I think I even got a meme that said, like, the guy that looks like the guy from Nickelback going, this. You know what I mean?
Patrick Boyle says, my dude, it's just toys.
I love Patrick
Four
Boyle.
Horsemen is getting these out as quickly as possible. Be patient, my friend. Oh, but Edward says...
PB Customs, by the way, amazing customizer. Specializes in the swashbuckling pirates and shit. So good.
Edward says, just toys that set us back $500+ and a 2-year wait. And now retailers get them first. I think we have been more than patient. And my wife did not wait until the last minute to change her address. And a week since she emailed and no response is poor customer service, Mr. Venkman. Will Perkins says, yes! I spent an average $2,000 to $3,000 a year on firearms, so yeah, I'd be a little upset if I had to wait on an order, but we're men, so we have to be patient.
What the fuck does that have to do with
I have no fucking
anything?
clue, but I had to throw it in there.
I don't.
So Frank Adamy says, I emailed Four Horsemen on February 24th. This was in the automatic response. Still within that window. If you waited last minute to change your address, that's kind of on you. And the thing he posted says, we are currently working hard to get your requests. The current wait time for a response may take up to 10 business days. Thank you for Horseman customer service.
Just so you guys know, a business day is Monday through Friday, not including federal holidays. So when you count, you don't get to count Saturdays and Sundays.
It keeps going. This is
Hot
great.
fudge Sundays. We should get ice cream.
Oh, there's some good ones in
I
there.
don't think it's smart for me. But anyway, so Will Perkins says, number 1, patience is a virtue. Number 2, they're just toys. Which, I get that says, they're just toys. I mean, but our life is toys, okay? So, I mean, I'm kind of wishy-washy on that one. But 3.
Culling the herd, I'm telling you.
3. As long as you paid, items aren't lost or stolen. Just be patient. And Edward says, no.
No, I will not.
That's it. No.
Don't make me get my wife to respond to you, because I'll make my wife respond to that comment.
Brent Rager says, wait, you want to get all your money back? You've waited for 2 years for your toys, and now you're going to take the money that you gave them 2 years ago back and use it to buy toys at a significant markup from what you've already paid for, rather than wait another week or 2? You can be frustrated, but just pointing out this does not make financial sense. And Sven Guerra says, the doctor of logic.
Brick something chimes in and says, I just can't with those comments. To me in California, shipping's $149.73 FedEx, $544 USPS ground. Something I deal with for every pre-order. No surprise. In the end, I get dope toys. You know? Thank you, Brick something, for being a reasonable human being.
There you go. Rob Brown. Wait, do you think Four Horsemen is actually paying attention to this? Edward, obviously not. They can't even answer an email.
Oh, man. This guy is fired up. He's full on Oliver Peterson Pete shit right here, man.
Eamon O'Donohue says, is it like a fart in an elevator?
What? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just funny to say.
Is what like a fart in an elevator?
He's Irish.
Yeah.
I don't understand the reference.
I don't know, but Chris says no one ever asked for a refund for that. So that was fun.
No one asked for a fart refund, an elevator fart refund?
Yeah. Jeremy DeWitt says, dude, you're going to get your shit. Settle down.
You sounded just like him.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then he was like, honey, this guy just told me to settle down and he's got a ponytail.
So anyway, yeah.
I'm one of those guys. Like I pull up that guy's profile and I just start looking at his profile pictures.
Yep, you always gotta.
I was showing Heidi and she's like, that dude doesn't have friends.
Maybe that's the thing. So,
honey, this guy was mean to me.
Anyway, toy drama.
Toy drama.
Settle down, folks. That's the big key. Just settle down. You're gonna be fine.
Well, for $1,000, I can order a statue That was a good one I saw.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm like, then order a fucking statue.
Yeah.
Like,
What's stopping you?
Brian Brink. This guy's always got something. I like that. A lot of comments about the dragon being a divorce purchase. However, when getting the dragon helped to obtain a wife, asking for a friend.
I'm sure there's someone out there.
Exactly. There's someone out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why that's not on silent. It's my fault. I apologize. That was rude as shit.
That was selfish.
We got a meme from Francisco.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
$100 dragon shipping. You are my whore lover.
Look at his hair.
It's Steve with his emo hair. And look at Jeremy Gerard.
Oh, that's Gerard. So good.
Is that what he's painting?
Oh.
Man, you guys are quick.
That's literally a screen grab from a live stream.
Yes.
And hey, huge shout out to Francisco for did me a favor in the support group for some work friends stuff. Absolutely hilarious. It was a huge hit. But yeah, so you're amazing, Francisco.
Friend Cisco's more like it.
Right?
Heck yeah.
Was there anything else toy-wise that we didn't talk about?
I mean, that's all I grabbed.
Did we say where the numbers are right now? Did we?
I don't know. It's not instantaneous.
No, I had a post from this morning. At the end of the right there. So they're well over 600 units right now. The Fiery Breath is over 50% and over 500 units sold, and the Epic Wings is at 40% and just a hair over 400 units sold.
Yeah, I like this graph too.
Yeah, it's pretty metal.
Cool. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, it's not live.
Right. Yeah, how come the fire isn't moving?
And I don't understand why you're not using Kickstarter. Even though it would make it cost more for everyone else, but I would like it to cost more.
Because then I could pay every other week for 6 months for a toy. Because I'm financially responsible.
Francisco, I have not seen Wedding Crashers.
I've seen Wedding Crashers.
Apparently it was a reference.
Oh, this is a reference to that? Whoa.
Yeah, it's that one guy. It's the brother.
Yeah, the creepy
brother that...
Oh, it was
you
emo.
motorboat?
Yes.
You did. You motorboat, son of a bitch.
It was emo. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah.
I have not seen that, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Although he doesn't seem as creepy.
Seems like a movie that I would have seen.
Yeah.
So it's odd that I haven't.
It's weird that you haven't seen that movie.
It's maybe one of the best.
It's back when you could be funny.
Yeah.
So there's things.
Like real funny.
Like there's jokes that
Little,
you could make
just a
back
tip,
then.
just for a second, see how it feels. A little ouch on my hair. I love maple syrup. Sometimes I put a little bit in my hair if I'm feeling frisky.
Yeah, that's just not the scene I think of when I think of Wedding Crashers.
No, it's not. It's the opening scenes of the titties. That's what I think of.
Fast forward to that.
I like titties. Titties are A-okay.
Gosh.
All right.
Well, I for one am fearful of the joy that the dragon could bring me. Not sure.
Are we? I mean, I don't know where I'm sitting, but obviously you're gonna at least get one.
Yep,
I
one
assume
for
several.
sure. Yep.
How about you?
If I can pull it off, I'm absolutely going to. So I'm looking. I'm prepared to be able to order it today, but because I do have some time and I've got some other things going on, I am currently waiting, but I have every intention of going all in. So
it's like I punched in some numbers. I checked to see like what, because they have the shop pay thing.
Yep.
You can pay every couple weeks or whatever. And without putting an add-on on just the dragon itself, I think it's around like $140 some odd dollars every 2 weeks, and I'm like, like in reality, I probably spend that much in 3 days on food for the family, but
right,
it's like
I wish you could put money down. I doubt you can do that. Like, let's say you had $200.
Yeah, put it down to get your things.
$200 and then get the payments down into different.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You can set money aside.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Since last November when you knew it was coming.
I'm going to have my wife email the Four Horsemen via the Cabal and ask if that's a possibility. because that's what men do.
Yeah, and you can. Well, Steve-O, I'm not sure how exactly it goes. I know you can. He says do pay in 12 months, but I think there's like other. Some people aren't able to do that based on whatever reason. I don't know exactly.
There's only one option. Straight up true, the pay in 4 or whatever through like you can get other like through Affirm or Zezzle or whatever those other, but that's another process. You have to go and get approved or whatever the company, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna tell you how you do this. What you do is you get 3 credit cards.
I have no credit. They're not gonna give me a credit card.
You put it on this one first, and then before that month. That month runs out, we got to pay the interest.
Balance transfer.
Yeah, you just balance transfer to another credit card. See how this is working?
I got an idea.
Then you go to another credit card.
How about one of you guys order one for me, and then I'll pay you $25 a month for the next 4 years.
Justin might do that for you.
I'm good. I don't ever want to be in debt to that guy.
Yeah. The reality of it is it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money and it's a lot of space. So you have to determine, can you make it happen?
Yeah, like I have no space right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, doesn't mean I can't eventually have or make space, but like I don't know, man. Like and it's beautiful, but like am I like craving a dragon? I don't know.
Right.
Like it's awesome and I want one and
Would you rather have Eternia or the dragon?
Eternia, probably.
Yeah, which is totally understandable.
Stupidest thing you've ever said.
I mean, which one looks better, the dragon? But I mean,
if they hit those goals, that's millions.
Yeah, it is.
Just the dragon itself, just the 550 for the dragon is over $1 million. I ran the numbers on that.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
And I can't imagine what it costs to produce the thing. Like I can't imagine that whole process, all those things, but. But this is a toy that if you don't get it...
You're never going to get it.
Really?
Unless they make it... Well, they're going to probably make different versions.
I think they'll make different versions, but it'll never be this guy again. And so then you're on the secondary market, and what do you think this thing will cost in the secondary?
It's going to be $1,500 on the secondary market.
At minimum.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're going to buy something that big and then store something that big, you are going to be looking for substantial... it's just...
And guess what? Odds are you're still going to have to ship it, assholes.
Eric Munoz says you can pay off shop pay early if you want. Greg says, I'll let future Greg figure out where this dragon is going.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I like putting problems on future Jeremy. It's pretty funny because then he really curses past Jeremy out. Harry O says, Jeremy, you could give music lessons on the side, buddy. No, I can't. I don't know how to teach people how to suck. Like they can figure that out on YouTube. I'll write you a song, but I can't teach
write you a song.
Unless you want to learn like how to play plush. I could teach you some Stone Temple Pilots. How's that?
Emphasis on the stoned.
Whoa. Stoned Temple Pilots.
What would Travis sell this at?
We can't even determine that until the market shows us.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Like, so there's no way. Okay, so let's say that it all in set and it cost me $1,000 to get it. Okay, like Pete said, $1,500 is a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
That's making $500 on it. But you got to remember, like, you're gonna have $1,000 invested for minimum 1 year, maybe 2. Who knows, right? Like,
well, I was talking the $550 dragon being $1,500. No, I wasn't. I'm not talking about everything.
All the all-ins, and I mean, it just you're gonna have
because you
to
figure
charge.
double your money. $550, $150 to get it shipped. You're at $700.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's double. That's crazy, dude.
You're really only getting one?
Well, I'm for sure getting one for myself. Like I'm getting one for myself. The next piece is how many do I buy to try and and I mean, how do I not have one of these in my booth, like for sale? I just like that seems. It seems like I have to, but it really comes down to like financially, can I pull it off? Like I've got 2 big shows the next couple weekends. MesquiteCon being one of those.
Tom,
like, I need to make I need to make money.
Yeah.
So if I make the money, well then, hey, now I can reinvest it in toys. If I don't do great at those shows, that changes things.
Yeah.
Tom, you're right, and I'm almost done, man. I had a few things happen recently where I got behind, but yes, you are right. That is $200 I could throw towards a dragon.
Oh, you're doing something for Tom?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it or no?
Yeah, it was a bowling pin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's looking pretty good so far. I just have to. It always gets to that point where like I've done the bulk of it, and then I have to do the really painful, like perfect details. Where if I accidentally go, achoo, and I fuck up, then I have to wait for it to dry and fucking paint over everything and fucking. I'm at the bunk stage, is what I'm saying.
Well, it's for Tom. You don't have to nail that stuff.
No, that's true. Yeah. All right, you get it as is, Tom. I'll give you.
And the price just went up to $250 because of the dragon. And if you've got a problem with it, Tom, have your wife email the support page. Hopefully he's been watching long enough to catch that reference and he thinks I'm just not being an asshole to his wife.
Well, he's laughing, so I think we're good.
Perfect. Okay. You never know when somebody jumps into the conversation. So when you bring something up from an hour and a half ago when Steamo is doing his thing, you know.
Time for that Bear Cub OnlyFans, Jeremy. Listen, if I do that, you guys all have to subscribe. But be aware, I have a little weenie. So
isn't that why we subscribe?
Yeah, like. Have you seen the smallest dick in the world? Not yet.
Look at this.
Woo! I pay $4.99 a month to Jeremy's OnlyFans to feel better about my medium size.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a motivation for you guys, right. You know, make you feel good about yourself.
Hey, honey, I'm not Jeremy.
Look, it's going in.
Is that it? No, that's not his belly button, honey. That's his dick.
Yeah, it goes from belly button to balls.
Hold on. It's going to come out of its hole. Why is someone crying? For some reason, that's what it takes.
He's fucked up. I don't know. He's got issues.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't like that. I really cannot see them delivering it in a plain box. I know we haven't seen art or anything like that, but I just cannot imagine the horseman.
With all the art they've done on everything else. Yeah.
And so if it did just come in a brown box, that bitch is getting opened and somehow displayed weirdly. I don't know how. But I know that they would deliver it with some beautiful Nate Birch art on it.
Yeah, MesquiCon's in a few weeks, ain't it?
Can you imagine the magneted like thing that comes off the box like as a backdrop for the dragon?
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
My idea, Dibs.
Yeah, Jesse, we'll see you soon, feller.
Yes, a couple of weeks.
We'll see a bunch of you fuckers.
Yep.
So looking forward to it.
Whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on.
All right. No more dragon talk.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm sure
we have been dragging it out. Oh. So we're at that point of the show. Thanks, UPS guy.
Oh, yeah.
Travis, I think, sent some.
We could do those after Thanks UPS guy. We could hit Thanks UPS guy real quick.
We also have a Rushmore, I think.
Yeah. If Steven has not given us the topic yet. So
we have to come up with it on the spot, but
Mount Rushmore of 2000s emo bands.
I think someone threw a Mount Rushmore up in the chat way early. I know what it was actually. And I'll bring it up since Steve you don't have one I'm gathering. You're a little down. It was the Mount Rushmore of Steve's. The Mount Rushmore of Steve's.
Yeah, there's like 30.
Yeah, you got to pick 4.
There's not that. Well, I mean, I guess. Okay, I mean, I'll play along if that's what Steve wants to Steve.
It could be an anti-Mount Rushmore.
Mount Shushmore?
Yeah.
Actually, get some STB. We'll do Mount Plushmore.
Hey-o.
Top 4 unsuccessful trips through rehab for Scott Weiland of the 37 that he had.
Wow.
So, or 31 maybe. Either way, ridiculous.
Our camera keeps stopping working.
Weird. So what are we doing?
Thanks, UPS guy.
Okay,
UPS
all
guy.
right. Okay.
Your stuff.
I figure all his shit's already sitting out. Might as well let Pete.
Hit it, Peter.
All right, I got some Glyos. So, picked up a triple pack from Evan Wagner. Luckily, I made friends with this guy in a Glyos group, so I don't have to do it from. I don't have to do eBay. He's awesome. So 2 skeletons and a Feos. So I love those skeletons, man. They're so good.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
And then also that was a deal. And then I found my Donatello.
Oh.
And also he had a Slash,
Cowabung hole,
which I didn't even know they made. So I got him too. So I completed my Turtles run and added a Slash, and ended up picking up a couple of spares for Jeremy as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
I
was,
need a Donatello.
That
and
was
a
one
Mikey.
shipment. And then I got my Onell order, and that
I got
would
mine
be
too. Did that just come yesterday?
It did.
Yeah. Let's get his Slash up here. Look at all these fellers. Just fellering it up.
So that's all. That's from the most recent Onell drop. Super fun.
Pete's got issues.
And so, and then this is from a trade deal that I did. And this head, I got 3 of these heads from Onell that he just threw in. So I popped them onto another Glyos that I had. Super cool. I'd never seen those heads before. So
These are all new?
Yep. So, and then these as well. But
this metal guy is cool.
It's super, dude. Look at the paint. Like if you actually look at his head, the metal guy. Look at his head. It's super cool.
Where'd he go?
I'm gonna start fucking knocking Travis's detolfs over and then laughing because it's funny. So that's.
Oh, he does.
Look at how adorable I am.
He does look pretty cool though.
So. But
Dude,
yeah,
you have so many we can't fit them on the thing. You have a problem.
He does have a problem.
Don't judge me.
I got a pretty decent collection going in the few short months that I've been a Glyos guy.
How many?
You gotta have at least over 100, right?
I do.
There's 100 on this thing right now.
So I have in the neighborhood of probably 120 in my collection, and then I have like 10 or 15 that are set aside for giveaways, and I have 3 orders in the mail or in transit. So
3 orders.
Yep, I got a 5-pack of biomass monsters coming.
Pete would have bought a dragon, but he
Pete's dragon.
Yeah. He spent that money on Glyos,
Yeah.
which still is going to take up a lot less room than a dragon.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I've been having a ton of fun with Glyos. So I still take it with me everywhere I go, which has been fun. So yeah, man.
Awesome, dude.
Glyos.
What do you think? Cool. What do you think, Steve-O? Steamo?
I think it makes me sad.
I'm outside of your window with my radio.
I love the color.
Would you trade all your Glyos for 1 dragon?
Nope. I would not.
2 dragons?
What?
2 dragons?
I mean that. What?
Then you could just buy them all.
Yeah,
back.
then I would just sell a dragon and buy all my Glyos back. That's kind of a dumb question. Dumb. Jeez.
Wow. Steven?
I got some stuff over there.
I got some stuff over there.
You get it for me?
Oh, all of it?
I don't know.
Do I just hand you a dino, or just do I just put him up here?
Look how good he looks. Ah, man.
Put it on his back.
Oh yeah. God, he's got a spot for it. There we go.
Ah. This looks so good.
You can hand that one to me, you know.
So me and Steve helped out a little bit with Matt the other day, and I can't put that on.
You got your figures.
And we were allowed to pick up our figures because we were there. And so, yeah, we...
Oh, you guys were there and helped unload 335 cases? Oh, no, you weren't. You showed up days after that was done, but got your... Okay, no, that's cool. I figured it out.
Well, we were...
And then I get a fucking text message of a screenshot of Kickstarter from Matt Rodriguez's wife going, really? Question mark? And it's the picture of my $1 pledge. And I said, well, at least the card didn't decline.
You got guilted by his wife?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Right on the old Facebook Messenger. Apparently, Matt Rodriguez is that guy bitching about his wife sending shit to the horseman. So, can I tell you guys a story? Would that be all right?
We're here.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Is it going to be...
it is directly tied to the Defenders of Eden.
Okay, but is it going to be not long, but...
It'll be long enough and
not
worth it.
short?
Do I need to fuck my hair up to tell the story? So I talked with Matthew about going down to help with the figures. No, I'm just kidding. So Matthew's like, hey, man, we got boxes coming in. I was like, dude, I'm going to come down and I'm going to help you out. Because that's what I do. I'm just a good person, right?
Just a good dude.
Just a good dude. Solid, right? Legit. All sorts of cool things that people talk about me. So I says, hey, honey, said I'm going to take Monday off from work and I'm going to go down to Holland and help Matt unload a truck. Do you want to go with me? She was like, yeah, no. I don't want to unload a truck full of toys. And I was like, well, why don't you go get your nails done or something while I'm doing it? And she goes, oh, that's a good idea. And I said, I don't have any other kind.
And this guy's getting woke up with a handy. I mean, come on.
So
that's where we're failing.
Figure some stuff out here, gentlemen.
So I get to look in and I go, hey, we got nothing going on Sunday. Why don't we get a room Sunday night and we'll go out to dinner. We'll make it a thing. She goes, I love that idea. I said, cool. So I get on the old Googles, right? And I find a place called the Pigeon Creek Resort or Pigeon Creek Inn, and it's new, adults only, private jacuzzi suites and whatnot. I thought, okay, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I book a room, and so Sunday morning, I get a phone call from the owner of the inn, and he's, hey, this is so and so. Want to double check you guys paid for early check-in. Want to make sure that was all set, and wanted to tell you that the address, if you put it into Google Maps, will bring you to the neighbors. It won't bring you to the right spot. I said, well, I'm using an app. I go, well, you should be good to go. It'll bring you right to my house. I said, okay, cool, thanks. And I hung up. And then I thought, did he just say that Apple Maps will bring me right to his house? Okay, well, so I put it in the old Apple Maps. And I get there, and there's the black mailbox he described, 2,000-foot driveway. And I get back to this big, beautiful mansion. And I'm like, okay. And then garage door opens and a Mercedes backs out, a station wagon, pretty gal in it, middle-aged, maybe not middle-aged, my age, pulls out, she waves, and I wave back. So I walk up to the door, and he sent me a door code, right? So I get there, and Pigeon Creek Inn, big old plaque on the door, and I punch the door code, and I walk in, and he's standing there in the living room of his house.
A bed and bath, right?
I didn't. Not according to the website. It didn't mention that shit anywhere. So he's standing there.
Guy's house.
He's standing there, sweatpants, barefoot, hair all crazy like Steve's.
No
right?
way,
dude! I kid you not. He looks like Will Ferrell being Harry Carey on SNL. I just waited for him to go. So. If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? You know? And I said, hi. He goes, you must be Pete. And I said, Jack. And he goes, yeah. He shakes my hand. And he goes, well, get your stuff. Well, I'll give you the tour. Okay? So I go out to the van, and I look at Amanda. She's like, what? I'm like, nothing. She goes, it's somebody's house, isn't it? I said, it is. It absolutely is. So we get our stuff. I get suitcase, bag, goodies, CPAP. Leave the tripod and the ring light in the van because I don't want to walk by this guy carrying sex video equipment, right? So we get back up there and walk in, and he's like, "Yeah, did you see my wife?" I said, "Yeah, she waved." Okay. "Yeah, he's going to pick up my stepson." Oh, Jesus Christ. So he goes, "All right, well."
Adults only, huh?
He goes, "You guys opted out of breakfast?" Oh, well, yeah, for $30 a piece. I didn't realize it was in your fucking kitchen. There's still dirty dishes like on the stove from lunch, right? So he's like, "Coffee's here. Help yourself to that. Bottle of water in the fridge." He goes, "All of the TVs here have built-in DVD players, so feel free to select from the DVD library." Has a fucking wall of DVDs. And so we go upstairs, and the doors open to the suite, and it's the legit suite from the, it's a suite from the pictures, right? I'm like, I didn't realize it was just at the top of this guy's fucking banister. So we go in, and he's like, "So they're here to the jets. They won't work after 11 p.m. I'm like, "Okay, all right." He goes, "Thermostat's here. I keep it set at 68." But he goes, "You just push this up button here, and you go up to 70 or 70 or even 74 if you want." Thank you for explaining how
thermostats work.
So he leaves. He goes, "You guys need questions? You have a place to go for dinner or anything like that?" We wanted to get pho. We already had that planned out. So like, okay, cool. So we shut the door, and I'm looking at my wife like, and it wasn't like it was one of those things where it's like we're leaving, but it was like we're not coming back.
Right.
And it wasn't. And again, we had a very nice experience. The room was super clean. It was very nice. But I'm just like, how do you fail to mention this on the website? That it's literally it's
your
upstairs
house.
in your mansion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're purpose built for what he was doing. Like he did it within. It wasn't like we just rented a room that existed. Like he actually had these built for this specific purpose. So we go to leave to go get dinner, and we go down the stairs, and he's sitting there on the kitchen table on his MacBook. "I enjoy dinner, guys."
That's weird.
So we get back to we go have dinner. Had a nice dinner. We love pho, best pho place we've ever been to. So we do that. We go back, and so there's nobody there. Okay, cool. So we go upstairs. So we go to we have
your bed.
We have a cribbage board. Amanda had the weirdest dream. So we have a cribbage board that we bring with us everywhere because we love to play cribbage, right? So we set everything up. We're going to play some cribbage. She pulls out the deck of cards, and it's a euchre deck, which you can't play cribbage with a euchre deck. So I'm like, all right. Well, I fucking text Jack. "Hey, you got a deck of cards?" Oh, yeah. So I go down the stairs, and he meets me at the bottom of the stairs in his robe. He hands me a deck of cards.
He's like, "I was just coming up."
I heard the top running. Thought maybe I'd
Just want to remind you, no jets after 11.
So we play cribbage. We play other things. Do our it was very nice. Like I said, it was quiet. We never heard anything. We didn't
They filmed it all.
And
Amanda,
you mean the homeowners? Oh, I thought you meant.
Amanda was super concerned about that too. So she's the only time we've ever slept somewhere where she did that thing with the chair underneath the door handle, like you see in the movies when somebody's being stalked. And so originally she put the door in front of and I'm like, "Honey, you got to wedge it." She's like, "Well, if it hits it, at least we'll know he's coming." So next morning, pack up our stuff, go to leave. And Jack's not there, but his wife is in just a robe.
Well, he tried it didn't work, so now she's throwing it out.
So she immediately says, "Good morning. How was your night?" In the most broken English. Like, this is a legit mail order bride.
Oh, fuck.
This woman is half this guy's age, and she like Eastern European, and looked Slavic, pretty gal. So then she starts adjusting her robe.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And Amanda's, of course, picking up on it. I'm trying not to be a pervert, you know what I mean? But she's, and shit's flopping. We're like, "Have a good day," and out to the van. We don't make it halfway down the driveway, and she's like, "She was showing her boobs." I'm like, "I just get in the van, honey. Let's go." So she says,
"Dude,
I'll make sure.
What's the address?"
This is so weird. I can't believe they do that, but what is the address?
Make sure you use Apple Maps. But it's funny because she's like, "Well, I'll make sure that when you open the door," I can't do an Eastern European.
Dude, that's disgusting.
And she's like, "Be careful, the dog will jump into your van." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks for the heads up."
Is that code for something?
Yeah, it was.
Was there upside down pineapples? Was there any of the? No. Oh, okay, nothing really.
It was an experience. Like I said, they were very pleasant. Like I said, super quiet, unobtrusive. But it's you kind of just wait till I wake up and he's like standing over the bed.
Was that the first time that you've stayed the night at the Rodriguez's?
I'm going back.
That connected to Armies of Ashmore.
Yeah, Armies of Ashmore.
So we left there.
More like Armies of Ashmore.
And I drove to the retail space and helped unload the truck. And
then got bullied for your order.
Well, no, I didn't get to take my figures.
Well, there's a reason we got to that.
There is a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys showed up later when he already had stuff organized. It wasn't the day of when there was real work to be done.
Yeah, but they counted.
Yeah, we had to help count all the
we had
figures.
the
We took
inventory to
inventory.
make sure everything was there before we let it.
He didn't trust you to count, Peter.
Well, we did count all of the cases.
Well, then why did we do it?
Because he didn't get all of his
We
order.
did more than count. He did get all of his order.
Not on that first shipment.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
we verified it.
Okay,
We
not
had to-
according
there was-
to him.
Well,
So-
he didn't think so at first, but we figured it out.
Okay.
And because there's boxes that went to other places, and we had to actually open up stuff. There were split boxes
Okay.
with
so
certain,
the BBTS stuff did actually count towards that total and what have you. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
we figured it out. So we didn't know at first.
Either way, counting is not the manual labor of carrying cases out of a truck. By the way, Matt shows up, is expecting 300 and some cases of figures, and brings himself. He didn't even have a fucking dolly.
Sounds like Matt.
Yeah, he kind of starts everything in the middle of the sentence, so that kind of makes sense to me.
I'm like, he had nothing. He did nothing.
Yeah.
And the truck has no ramp coming out of it. So it's like climb up into the intermodal container with no ladder, no ramp, and start handing. Okay, I guess we're good.
Had he been by himself, that would have been a hard job. You're saying?
Oh my god.
So you did physical work, which was more than we probably did, of course. But he also had the comfort of knowing that his order was all there.
That's good.
And
Every figure.
It's all arrived. Here we go. Now we get to watch all the man babies cry about how long it's taking to get Matt's product.
Oh, you give them to your friends, but not us. Well, this is a review. This is a review wave.
Boom.
Early for a review.
He doesn't give them to his friends. I unloaded the truck.
He gives them to his friends that can count.
Now, realistically, I only paid $1, which might have been why I didn't get any figures.
I don't know what you get for $1.
But
So, I don't know what you guys think, but they got two here. I have more. They're in the boxes. The packaging is really cool.
We should really do an actual review on these guys for Matthew.
I thought.
Is that what you want to do right now? You ready for that? Is that what you're doing?
I mean, you can.
That's a big ass box. And it's got the art on the side.
You guys are being so shitty about this.
Well, I mean,
We didn't plan on doing a full review.
Well, we should do a full review.
We should do a full review.
What was really cool was unloading the boxes that were named after people that weren't there unloading boxes. That was fun. I got some mileage out of that one, so
I bet you did.
I'm like, I'm gonna carry these Vesopo figures because Joe's here helping. Ass. I'm like, oh, look at this, Caspar. Where's George at? Oh, he's in New Jersey. While I carry the figures named after him. Cool, Matt. And make sure that Jeremy and Steve go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then get their figures.
I barely did that.
Jeremy just sat down and wrote numbers down.
He says, write this, and then write this, and write this, and then tell me. And I just did that.
And after every number, Jeremy wrote OZ because he's used to doing weed ounces.
Yeah.
Have you opened every figure, Steve?
No, you see the boxes?
Yeah, I say we.
Oh, we have opened them. Yes, we opened.
No,
every
I understand
figure.
what you're saying, but we don't have them all open here.
We do
so,
not.
Yeah.
These figures are amazing. Matt,
let's-
I kept hugging Matt and just saying congratulations. Like, this is dream come true shit. Like, this is absolutely awesome. I am so proud of him and I'm so happy for him. Just absolutely awesome.
The box art is next level.
Oh, next fucking level. I mean, not Glyos level, but it's good.
Yeah, it's not a baggie. I mean, this is. I think CJ did the box art. His
artist, his comic artist.
This guy that did the comics, and it's amazing. And if you put the side boxes together, it all makes a big mural. If you put there's.
Fuck you, Matt.
Not the site you're seeing right now, but when the box spins around, you'll see that if you put all that up, you would
God damn it.
make a cool mural.
Yeah, and I want to throw boxes away, but this makes it so I can't.
Yeah, I just sent it to Cody if you want to see the full mural. This is if you have all 7 figures, though. That's the 2 extra.
Yeah, from like the Kickstarter exclusives.
And these are still available on Big Bad Toy Store, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have
there
people
you go.
obviously.
That's the whole scene there.
I bought a decent amount from the Kickstarter with the plan of flipping some. Like I can't wait to take these to shows and highlight my buddy's toy line.
Right.
Which is cool because the added figures are on the ends, so
Yeah,
you still
so
have
you
a
can
mural
still
without them.
Yeah, the 5 middle.
Oh god, it's so good.
See, that's just good thinking. You know what I mean? That's good planning. I mean, you should plan on being able to give your friends their figures when they unload your truck, but there are some other planning aspects that he's great at.
Oh man.
So yeah, pretty sweet.
Super proud of you, Matt.
And I think this whole wave is going to get its very own My Wife is Going to Kill Me review episode where we will probably shit on Matt the whole time.
Probably.
Yeah, did you see what it's going to cost to ship these fuckers? I drove to Holland, unloaded the boxes, and still had to pay for shipping.
Well, they're beefy.
They are beefy. I'm so glad he went this scale. They're dinosaur warriors.
Yes.
They needed to be imposing, man.
Yeah.
Pete Joe says, "I paint your figure. You carry my boxes. We're even."
What figure did you paint, Joe?
He just
That's
means the
Apollo.
figures that you buy.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
No, I think Joe painted our tributes.
Yeah, and then you started giving them to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that joined the cabal.
And the Big Bad Toy Store orders were not in that warehouse, by the way. They get their own order, so
Yep, they get shipped direct to BBTS.
Shipped direct to them, so that has nothing to do with Matt.
You're forgiven, Joe.
All right, well, moving on from this crappy figure, this is all you brought, right? These guys?
Opened, yes.
1982 Pac-Man plushie that has a semen stain.
Did Joe paint these?
He may have. I
Yeah.
don't know for sure who painted them. I think
I don't think Joe was in the factory painting in China.
I'm sorry. I meant the masters, I guess I should say.
seems like Bill Mancuso painted some. And
Okay.
I believe this is rumors. I
Well,
think,
Joe is here, so Joe could tell us if he painted one of them, I think.
and I believe Sherry painted Milwick, the long neck. I heard at one point. But I'm not sure exactly who all.
It's Jeremy's turn.
Yeah, it's my turn, guys. This is much better than a Defenders of Eden figure. This is Crying Hound.
That's great.
From the Ninja Turtles Adventures line.
Are you sure this isn't a guy from like Rescue Rangers?
It does look like Rescue Rangers. This is the wrestler, the four-armed wrestler that the Turtles fought in their cool wrestling gear on the Stump Asteroid.
Speaking of the Defenders of Eden,
here we
Bill,
go.
Sherry, and Cameron painted. Joe helped build the prototypes.
Nice.
So
thank you, buddy.
You guys did a great job, Joe. You and all the crew there, man. These are magnificent. Not this fucking thing. The other stuff.
This is magnificent. Fuck you. Look at the buns on
What-
this guy.
what is it from?
How do we put those?
Look at the buns on this guy.
Those two beautiful dinosaurs on that pedestal, and then you follow it up.
Look at those buns. This is Crying Hound, bitch.
Who?
I said Crying Hound.
Crying Hound, isn't it that guy that's got his wife emailing the Four Horsemen on the Cabal? She's more articulate in her typing.
I talked about this guy a few months back and said, "This is like I need this guy. He's fucking."
Dusty
fun.
says that's a 1-to-1 scale Pete butt.
It is too.
Joe says those figures are a lot of fun. He looks forward to getting his. Yeah, good fucking luck.
Well, hopefully he actually probably paid for his, so he'll probably get them before you.
I paid for my spot in line.
I haven't opened this yet, but I just got it today. The Warrior Beasts Headhunter figure.
Thanks to Jeff Granells for hooking us up with those.
Who is just a great dude.
Super great dude. He was the one with the Another Path shirt, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Bootleg Another Path shirt that I have yet to sue him for.
He's got a couple bootlegs, actually.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Good dude. Good dude.
It's such a great dude. Those are great, dude.
Yeah, this is.
He needs. You know what needs to happen? He needs to come to Michigan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He needs to come here and spend MesquiteCon with us.
Yeah.
We would treat you well, Jeff.
So, the ZoloCon exclusive.
We meet you at the bottom of the steps in a robe.
Yeah. Or the
Shaking
bottom of
my
the steps
titties.
after Steve falls down them.
Shaking my shaking his hair while we shake our tits.
Falling down. Falling down seems incredibly therapeutic right now.
Fuck Headhunter. Here's Matt's toy. So yeah, cool skeleton guy. Yay! Thanks, Jeff. I also got a couple little Glyos dudes from Pete today that I have to pay him for with handies. A Raphael and a Leonardo. And I got my little order too from Onel. And I got this red dude.
Mushroom head.
Traveler.
This guy with his blaster arm.
Nutsack.
Nutsack McCoy.
If you remember, Scarabite, we had the black color, the reverse iteration of the one that you got at Legends Con. That is obviously the same sculpt that Onel did in a different colorway that matches that Traveler.
And then the Traveler has come. And then I got this little free guy.
I got that free guy too.
Circumcised Traveler.
Thrown in there for free. That was fun.
And
Yeah, that's what you got for free? I got that for free too.
Turd
And
head.
I got this for free.
That's fucked.
And I
We've
got
seen
3
all
heads
these.
for free.
Yes. This guy's
Yeah, but these are mine.
this guy's labia face.
Leviathan.
You would say labia because you would recognize the clit if it was hanging off the middle of his nose.
Of course I'm not throwing mine around. Mine are precious.
Yeah, bastards.
We wish you could come too, Greg.
So there you go.
Oh, Greg, you would have way too much fun in Dirty Muskegon.
Oh, dude.
You would have way too much fun.
You might end up with an apartment here for the weekends. You're tried and true Muskegon, Greg. And his accent, dude, he'd kill it.
Oh God.
Yeah, he could get.
And that
totally
baby's
involved.
arm holding an apple dick, you know he's got.
Yeah. I can think of 4 ladies that he would have been able to enjoy time
When
with.
he gets
last time
back,
was
when
here.
he got back to New Jersey, he definitely needs some penicillin.
To wash down your amoxicillin.
Yeah. Okay, Matt killed it.
Matt killed it.
Yep, back to Matt.
Oh, yeah. Super awesome. I can't wait to get mine someday.
I can't wait to hear Steve's honest review of them.
When?
Well, I mean, that one is missing a couple paint apps.
It is?
Yeah.
I would
But
be the
they're
guy
very
not to
small.
notice,
They're
but-
very small, and if
Yeah.
I don't point them out, you probably will never know.
Like a little divot or a little gemstone or something.
Yeah, they're very, very missable.
Yeah. Did you give Matt a hard time?
I would
about
not
it?
have noticed had I not painted one just like that to
Right.
try to give Matt another version that moved.
Yep.
Which was probably a waste of time, but but I mimicked that paint job as good, very well, and that's the only way I would have ever noticed.
It's beautiful.
So good.
So do we want to plan on next episode doing a full review?
I think we should.
We might have to figure out a definite time to do that.
Yeah.
Or in the week.
Or in the week.
Well, according to the
We'll make it
Facebook
happen.
page, it's going to be months before anybody actually gets these, so we've got time. So
Is that that's to me then? Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You fucking got one. Motherfucker. I got one too, but for some reason it has taken the longest it's ever took to ship from Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, it's like stuck in fucking, it got stuck, it stayed in Jersey forever, and
Oh, Jay just said, did y'all talk about that legendary Barbarian? Did I miss that? Nope.
here we are.
Perfect timing. So here this bad boy is. Just opened him up last night, and have not played around with the hair and the extra head or anything. But if I thought if there was anything that could turn old Steamo around, it might be a bare-chested legendary Barbarian. And here he is. And I gotta tell you, without putting on even the desired head for me, which I think, Pete, you said this. Did you say this was the head you would pick? I can't remember.
I'd have to look.
Yeah.
The Conan-esque head is not for me.
Yep.
The helmet and the horns, man. That thing that's just rad.
Yeah. And I think there is some other options even for horns. This figure obviously came out last week. Four Horsemen debuted it at ZoloCon. This figure will be here in Muskegon in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Were you trying to do the classic, like, Bigfoot pose?
Do you think I did that pose? You think I did that? I think we've talked about how my pose is him standing straight up, holding.
I call that a Glyos pose.
This looks like Bigfoot walking through the woods in that grainy picture.
It definitely does.
The infamous one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And to be honest, the person that probably did that pose has no idea what you're talking about. So,
I want to point out just little things.
Yep.
Right. So, all the turtle homage Glyos figures have weaponry, and they're pretty close to the same weaponry, but they had the wherewithal to do little Glyos pins for the hand, so you could take the two and actually make Donatello's staff.
Oh, that's super cool.
How cool is that?
The great thing about Glyos is I really do believe you can kind of do, obviously it's where Mythic Legion's got it. You can do whatever you want.
Interesting.
And create your own little...
did I misunderstand? Because I've seen people posting pictures where they're removing this helmet.
Removing the helmet?
And putting it on that without the hair.
I have no idea.
But it doesn't seem to really... It seems like it's glued to me.
Jeremy did just gasp.
I was gasping about something else. Sorry.
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just saw some toy news.
Oh, God. Now we're going to get emo Jeremy.
No, you're going to get boner Jeremy.
What is it? Send it to Cody. Share it with us.
I'm
the
working
spot.
on it here.
Steve, having this in your hand, do you feel maybe your heart just turning a little bit pink instead of black? Do you feel like it's happening right now? Is this toy bringing you back the joy that you're missing in your life?
The joy toy?
It didn't fucking fix your hair.
I really like this.
I also want to let you know the ever-observant Maverick asked me if you're losing weight, Steven.
Maybe a little.
No.
No.
I said,
Everyone says no.
I said definitely not.
You fuckers.
If it is, it's not from his forearms.
I said absolutely not. Oh,
I'm just walking. I'm making my way downtown,
That's
carrying
He-Man.
an axe, because I'm badass.
That's totally He-Man.
It's so He-Man, right? Like,
I mean, it's a gritty version.
It's the He-Man you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's Alcala He-Man.
early He-Man on the
That's what I was thinking too, Akala.
friggin' mini comics.
Alcala.
Yeah.
You can just say I was right.
No.
So I could.
Well, technically, it's pronounced alkali.
Did all those hands,
Ah, darn it.
did all those hands come with them
Yeah.
in the baggie? And
Yeah.
then they put 2 more in the blister.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah, this is probably the figure that, and I think I've said this, but it's like the figure I've always.
You've been waiting for.
Yes, it is.
It's ugly He-Man, like he's supposed to be.
They're all ugly.
Yeah,
They make him too pretty.
You know what he
lately.
is for me? He's fucking Conan.
Well, yes, and he'll be that too. And
He is Conan.
You get 2 of them, and he could be fucking Conan.
I don't know how you don't get 2 of them. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know how you don't get 2 of this
Have
figure.
they been doing limits at the show?
They did. So right
Just
now,
one on the first pass?
right now the current plan is one on your first pass through the line. Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to get one for sure.
And I can't tell you how long that line is going to be. I can tell you based on previous Mesquite Cons, if you are in that line on the first run, you're going to get a figure. Yeah. Yes. Okay. There's no way for us to know how many people are actually going to be at Mesquite Con and get in that line. Right. Like, that's the reality of it, right? We can't tell you for sure if you show up to Mesquite Con, you're going to get one of these figures. I would like to say yes. There is a decent number of them coming, but
And if not, I have 2 cases set aside. I will gladly sell them to you at markup.
a big markup. I just got to say, this is, as a street team vendor, something like this is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Because it guarantees that hype train. It guarantees because right now, don't get me wrong, the dragon is what people are talking about. But right now, this figure is one of the hottest toys to fucking ever come out. and I'm not just a Four Horsemen cuck. Like, I have this figure on my shelf already because I had a friend create it with a custom. Hobby Lobby did that for me. Now I'm getting this, and I'm like, that's like, I immediately went and grabbed my Mezco Conan and put him in my sell pile. Immediately.
shit.
Immediately.
Okay.
Wow.
Now I'm keeping King Conan. I'm keeping the King.
This does look fucking great.
Just, man. Yeah. And so, Kane was playing with it, and he's like, he goes, this is, the posability on this Barbarian is like one of the best that he goes that I've ever seen. So they've added that extra articulation on this
because
buck.
you're tearing apart 10-year-old Grail figures, Kane.
You little MFer. Oh yeah, another call. Rick jumped in and said call. That's also a great one too.
Real quick, Cody, I did send you pictures. I just found out about this 29-inch Ghostbusters Stay Puft diorama. That looks fucking awesome.
That's so much fun.
How big?
29 inches. A little over 2 feet.
2.5 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little cars, buildings. It's him
Galactus
walking down.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that bad boy. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Look at his gut. He's so happy to kill.
Steve-O, there will be some Necro on the table. I just would not expect huge numbers of it, buddy. Like, I do feel like if there's something you're really after, jumping in that line at MesquiCon is going to be a real good idea.
That's really cool.
That's super cool.
Price.
I don't know price. I don't know if that they've given price.
That's awesome. Look at how little Steve-O. Look at him, his tongue's out and everything.
Yeah.
He woke up.
He's coming back from the brink.
Yes.
From the Brian brink.
He is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I love it. I do feel a little bit of hope in my heart, which is dangerous.
It's a little bit of light in a dark world.
But yeah, it's pretty damn good. I'm pissed that I don't have one. I mean, it's close. It was in Grand Rapids yesterday, but
It's not here yet, huh?
no.
This is when you'll buy multiples of, you think?
Oh yeah, I'm buying a couple of these. I gotta have. I want one that looks like Conan. I want one that looks like He-Man. I want one that looks like
Just to
Wonder Bread
use?
He-Man.
Yeah.
Looks like just to use. Yeah, just to
The
use.
ugliest triplets ever.
He is ugly. He's ugly.
That's what's so good about
That's
it.
what is so good.
That's not a complaint. That's
No.
just an observation.
Tell me, Steve. Tell me that is not Conan.
Well,
Like
Oh,
that.
it is. It is definitely like
It's
from comic book looking
yes.
Conan.
It is. It's Conan.
But then
man.
they threw this head. This is like the main head they've been putting on him, right? Like
That's
in
the coolest
pictures.
head of all
Definitely
of them.
displayed head,
You
for
know
sure.
why, right?
No, I don't.
Probably so he doesn't look like they're selling a Conan.
Oh well,
figure.
yeah. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, that's obvious. I thought this was based on something though.
But that literally is just the Dwarf Legion Builder head that they produced 2 years ago with a little bit, different colored beard on it. I mean, it's.
I don't think this is. I think this is the head that came on the deluxe Viking or deluxe Not Barbarian. Maybe Barbarian.
Maybe Barbarian. Yes, I'm sorry. Maybe not the dwarf.
Yeah, I think this may have came on a dwarf. Maybe it did that too. I don't know, but I know that's where I
Can I see it
recognize it
again?
from his horn fell off. But.
Man, you're right. It might be the Barbarian.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah, I mean, but it works as a dwarf head too, for sure.
Oh yeah, you can definitely use it for that. It may have been used for that. Maybe it was both. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of this head.
Also, good shield.
Right out of a horror movie. I absolutely love this figure.
Vesapolo says it's definitely the dwarf. I made sure of it.
Yes!
Boom.
Suck a dick, Steven!
What the hell came on the deluxe guy?
He's very similar.
Gobblecock.
Yeah. 1-6 shooter also jumping in. Oh, God, it's good to have smart friends.
Just another kick in the balls.
Shit, Greg's already gone nuts. Whoa.
With an army of those guys, or what?
Yeah, I'm actually if I can save this picture, I'm gonna. Who gave that? Was that you?
The fart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I got that. I bought.
Damn.
Mix it in. Let's mix it up.
You remember when Mezco did that? Let me see that. Can I see that picture, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Somebody
did pop that head off, dude.
1 second, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
They must have heated up. It must have been heat.
Because someone, I know. Well, I'm almost.
The picture he's about to show, Greg.
Anthony Houseel did it.
Greg's done it, or at least bought it from somebody that did it.
There, Greg's picture.
Oh, god dang, Greg.
So those look like Mezco clothing, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
From that expansion pack, which I have at home that I've never even used.
Look at that.
The booster set.
Looks like fucking blue vested Prince Adam. That's fucking cool.
I mean, how
he gone?
Take care of my shit.
How great is that?
That is cool, man.
Why do you keep putting that crappy freaking? You ain't gonna get
for scale.
You're not gonna be able to get a stand again. You don't have the touch.
Fuck! I'm kicked in the balls again.
The feel.
We got the feeling
of cotton.
You got the power.
It's the fabric of our lives.
I think we need a parody song of that.
What song is that?
The Transformers.
It's the Transformers song, but they also do it in Boogie Nights when Mark Wahlberg and
I didn't know that.
Dirk Diggler.
When Mark Wahlberg, Dirk Diggler and
Heather Graham.
No, the guy
Heather Graham.
John C. Reilly's
all I can think of.
John C. Reilly's character when they stop doing the porn thing, and then they just start to try to do a music career. That's the song that they're sitting down and recording in the theater.
I love it.
Do you think the bass is taken away from my vocal? And he's saying, "You got the touch." And he's so bad.
Mark Wahlberg.
I wanna rock you.
Mark Wahlberg says he regrets doing that movie now, and I'm like, oh man, come on, that's like the best thing ever.
What?
That is one of the best.
Well,
movies.
he's become very religious.
Yeah, but it's
a porn movie.
But it's art, though.
And it wasn't his real dick that they showed at the end. So
what the hell? There's no going back on decisions you made.
No.
Hey, tell me you're a pervert without saying I'm a pervert. It's not porn, it's art. You're a pervert.
Rat.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
regret.
I thought he was saying the movie was art. You're sick, Trev. I gotta do this one pose here in a minute. Here.
Okay, so are we gonna do a Rushmore?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, Steven.
What's your Rushmore?
I love the on the spot Rushmores.
This is gonna be. I think this
It's almost 1 o'clock. Hurry
This
up.
is gonna be challenging.
Well, we didn't
for
start till 10
30.
a couple of you.
I mean, I was here at 9.
for once.
For once, before all you fuckers.
I just loved it. You're like, I'm first. And you weren't here at 9, motherfucker.
9:07.
I wish I had.
Felt like 9.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had more knowledgeable people to do this with, but I've got what I've got. Mount Rushmore, professional wrestlers.
Oh, I like that one.
The top 4 professional wrestlers.
Yep. I like it.
All right. Oldie, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's me, right?
I'm not the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Oh,
I'm literally the closest to you in age.
you have a giant gray beard. Shut up.
I cut it off to look younger.
It was Cody coming in with a veto on this one.
Yep. Cody, I need a toy cam up just for a minute though.
Oh, jeez, fucking Christ!
We don't have.
I love that.
You got the sword. The sword of power.
We do have a few Patreon questions too that we'll have to get to. So, you want to hit those before the Rushmore, or do you want to do the Rushmore first?
Depends on if you guys need time to think.
I already think.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think we're good on that topic.
Rushmore it.
Me first?
Go, Oldie.
I know that when people talk about doing Rushmores, people are like, no, you have to be realistic about it. That's not how I do Rushmore. I do Rushmore how I feel. It comes from my heart. I don't care about all the other people's opinions. I am going to say Sting.
He is going to say a wrestler he made up in the boatyard.
Sting, black and white, battling NWO is a highlight of the wrestling world. I loved the Crow, so for Sting to come out like that, come down from the rafters with a baseball bat, beat the shit out of the NWO, I loved all that stuff. Sting's my guy. Plus, I really believe Sting is just a good dude.
I believe Sting's a good dude, but if there's only 4 spots, Sting's not on it, in my opinion. But it's your opinion.
That's right.
All right, who's up next? Who's not as old as Travis, but way older than me?
Steven is.
All right, Steven.
Next.
There's only one answer, Steven, for you.
You're damn right. There's only one There's only one son of a bitch that's going to end up on my Mount Rushmore. I'm not doing a very good job. I don't feel it.
You're
Yeah, you should cut yourself.
You're Steve.
I'm I can't do Austin right now. Austin is the
Exhaustin is more like it.
Yeah. I agree.
Steve's exhausted. You're right.
I agree.
He can't put out this much emotion.
I can't. I don't. So, yeah, Austin. I mean,
I'm right there with you.
What's his full name?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right. Steve Williams. That's his real name, I think.
I don't think I have a choice but to choose probably the most obvious, and that would be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's kind of the face of, wrestling, at least, when I grew up. Anyway,
wrestling would not be what it is without Hogan.
No.
It would not be. Regardless of him being a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
He's still, the icon of wrestling. He had a cartoon,
Oh, yeah. And we all watched it, right?
We all watched
probably
it.
Not Pete because he's too young, but.
So I would have said, I personally, based on my experience with wrestling, which was very limited, very, very short window, would have been NWO Sting. Because that was the only time I ever really paid attention to wrestling. But you took him, which is fine. So my knee jerk is I look and I go, okay, well, the only other connection I had to wrestling, it would be Ultimate Warrior, because I had his pillow pal, right? But when I look at Mount Rushmore of wrestling, I have to go Undertaker.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
Because when you talk
much
about
better pick
perspective
than the other two,
but again, it's about perspective, right? If you think about the iconic wrestling, the Undertaker has got to be up there.
Oh yeah.
So I go Undertaker.
I mean, I don't even know how many years the Undertaker has been a force.
All of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Since he came in like 92 or something.
Yeah.
Somewhere around then.
And the McMahon thing, the way he was talking, and like 60 some surgeries and shit. Like he's basically just reassembled with nuts and bolts.
The things he could do too physically, people didn't. A guy that size walking the ropes, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. The dude was just a straight up athlete.
Rick Jones, I could get on board with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, before we get a veto, let's jump in and do that. Vesapolo says Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Undertaker, John Cena. That's 5, Joe.
5.
I don't know.
You might be able to paint, but you don't know your history.
You would not have been invited to the counting party at Armies of Asmore.
Jade Russo says Macho Man, Stone Cold, Ultimate Warrior, John Cena. John Cena, I think, is iconic. But
it's hard to deny him, though.
It's hard to deny him, but I also, I don't think John Cena's been around long enough to earn a place on Rushmore, because there are people that would deserve a spot that because these people existed, that's why John Cena now exists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you got to go farther back than Cena.
it's
based
hard
on
to
my
say.
incredibly limited knowledge of wrestling.
It's hard to say because John Cena has been so in the game for so long,
Yeah, he's
and
kind
so
of been the
regular
face of
and such a
wrestling.
worker that it's hard to say that he doesn't qualify.
Well, you could.
I love John Cena.
You could as far as again depending on
Yeah, I don't as a wrestler, but I like him and all the other stuff he does.
depending on your perspective, he very well could deserve a spot if you were to say the four most recent memorables,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or you wanted to talk about the 4 most successful wrestlers outside of wrestling, or there's a lot of wrestling related Rushmores that he deserves to be on. But if you just say the 4 wrestlers of Mount Rushmore, I don't think he makes the cut.
Wherever Mini Pete is, I think that's a good lineup.
You're a fan, huh?
Hogan,
yeah.
Stone Cold, Flair, and Andre.
Very good. I mean, realistically, if you're going to go WCW, NWA guys, like, Flair really should be there before Sting. But
That's what. Yeah, Dusty,
I like Sting better.
Dusty,
Dusty
says
says
Flair, Rock, Undertaker, and Stone Cold.
I could get on board with that too.
Yeah. And but see, now to me, The Rock falls into the same category as John Cena.
Kind of, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
The Rock is
I think
huge.
The Rock
You-
paved it for John Cena.
You have every right to be wrong, Cody. That's what's great about this.
Except for you do have the veto, which means you
He
could
does-
be right.
does
Oh,
have the
absolutely.
veto.
Yep.
But The Rock falls into the same category as he wasn't around long enough to pave the way. Yes, he paved the way for the Cenas, but somebody paved the way for him. You know?
For sure.
I think
Absolutely.
he has more
He's done
industry
more.
impact than a lot of.
But
the
if you
ones
are,
that
but if you're going
mentioned.
to talk about industry impact, Cena has got to be on the 4. Mount Rushmore wrestling, as far as industry impact, Cena makes the cut, in my opinion. When you look at it from that perspective,
It's pretty hard to just come up with 4, especially when you're talking
that's
about
why that's why this is hard.
like, talking about 50 years.
The Rock is
catchphrases
Oh,
on the
no,
mic.
No, no, no.
Oh, dude,
no.
absolutely.
Dude,
The fucking eyebrows.
tell
again.
me right now or the last 10 years anyone that's more popular than The Rock.
I think the
Really.
only one that you could argue is Stone Cold.
Yep. But as popular as he is in the wrestling community, wouldn't you say The Rock is actually more
Absolutely,
Yes.
because of movies and everything else.
Yep.
Yes,
Steve O'Beg says Mick Foley could be the Rushmore by himself.
Mick Foley
I love
almost
Mick.
could be the
I do
Rushmore
love
by
Mick.
himself, and I love Mick. And
No. And the way he mentions the way he transformed himself, multiple characters.
Oh, yeah.
that's awesome.
I mean, he's Cactus Jack. He's Mick Foley, or he's Cactus Jack, Dude Love,
Was it Mankind?
and Mankind.
But so realistically though, I mean, you could do 6 Mount Rushmores for wrestlers by breaking up it into categories and so specializing it a little bit. Doing just generic 4 is tough.
Yeah.
It is very tough.
Francisco says Lou Thez,
Yeah,
Gorgeous George, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, and Bruno Sammartino.
Sammartino.
Francisco, way
went-
to date yourself. Holy
went-
shit.
Francisco, you need to change your depends.
So now,
It's after church, buddy. Like
if we're looking at the real bedrock of professional wrestling that started the whole thing, you're going back that far. It's a great list.
I don't know who those 4 even are.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hogan, Flair, Rowdy, Macho Man, Rey Mysterio's been mentioned a couple times.
Ray-
Mini Pete says modern era would be Stone Cold, Rock, Undertaker, Mankind.
Yeah.
So,
If you put a date on it, yes, I think.
but
that's
Hacksaw Jim
fair.
Duggan.
Hacksaw.
You know what I mean?
Iron Sheik, guys.
Who
Come
are
on.
who are the 2
The
guys?
Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers, man. Yeah. Bushwhackers.
We're the Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
So
All right.
that
So
brings us down to Cody's
Cody
veto.
gets
If
the
he-
vote.
if he
I'm actually
chooses to-
passing off my veto to Steve.
Oh. Goddamn. Cody, you're a fucker.
This is easy. He's going to veto Sting.
Yeah.
Because he lovingly agreed with Jeremy and I.
Yeah.
But
So
the question is, who gets Sting's spot when you veto Sting?
Where are we at right now? We got Austin, Hogan, Undertaker.
Yep.
And I am struggling between 2 right now.
What era?
One is The Rock.
Okay.
The other is Flair.
Bret the Hitman Hart
You know the answer.
deserves conversation.
You know what? I don't really think so.
Well, you're wrong. That's fine. That's what's great about these opinion
And then
things,
there's
man.
Shawn Michaels.
I would take Shawn Michaels.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the Heartbreak Kid.
I would take Shawn Michaels over the Hitman.
I'm sorry.
I would definitely over the Hitman.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's who I was in my head. That's Shawn. That's who I was talking about.
Not
I
over,
screwed
not
that
over
up.
the Rock though.
The Heartbreak Kid is who I was picturing. I apologize.
I think I have to go with The Rock.
I don't.
Nice.
How do you not? How do you not?
I don't know. I would have. If I would have vetoed Sting, it would have gone. It would have gone to Andre the Giant.
That could be a viable one too.
you know,
It's so hard.
That is very hard.
I didn't even. And I'm a huge fan of his, and I love the Princess Bride. And he wasn't even until I read it in the thing. It didn't even come up in my head. That's how many of these.
Yeah,
people
there's
that they're
tons of them
talking
out there
about.
that you can think of, but
Right.
If there was no Andre, would Hogan have been what he was?
So
according to Hogan himself, and Hogan's notoriously an
An egomaniac.
An egomaniac. Thank you. He said it recently. They asked him. I saw a clip where they asked him his four, and he didn't put himself on it. I believe he put Flair, Andre, and I can't think who his other pick was. Flair, Andre. I can't remember, but Flair and Andre were on it. Anyways, so and somebody said you didn't put yourself on it, and he goes, well, I wouldn't have been anything without Andre.
Yeah.
Dusty said, and Dusty is arguably one of the biggest wrestling fans that we have that listen to our show, right?
He's literally huge.
Yeah, literally huge. He says Hogan wrestled
Makes
the
me feel
same.
small.
Hogan wrestled the same match every match. He cut the same promo every promo. He doesn't get on Rushmore because he was pushed.
Hogan sucks. Hogan sucks.
Did his daughter do a porn?
I wish.
Because I'd watch it.
He had
Is
some.
Andre more of a spectacle though? Like,
He was.
But he was also an athlete.
Yeah.
Before he got
And-
too big, the dude could do backflips off the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
And they
stand
even-
in the corner and do a backflip.
And then again, his final matches, like even Hulk Hogan is talking about, he's like, this guy is legit in pain. Like we're planning stuff around the fact that he can no longer lift me because his back is so fucked.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then they get into the match and he still did it. Even though they planned on him not doing it, he still, through that pain and everything else, did it to put on the show for the fans and that transition with Hogan. And Hulk Hogan talks about what an amazing individual it takes to be able to do what he did in those matches. It was it was like it was moving. Like Hulk Hogan talking about
Hogan
Andre the
always
Giant.
pumps up Andre.
Yep.
And I think he exaggerates a little bit of the story, but because I mean they always build
It's
it.
fucking wrestling.
Yeah,
Everything's
what it is.
exaggerated.
and they always build it as that was the first time that them two met, and them two had wrestled many times.
Yes.
but yeah, so stuff like that.
Andre had been slammed multiple
Andre had
times.
been slammed and stuff like that.
But they were like, Hogan's the first person to everybody slam him. Yeah.
And he actually talks about in that, like, they weren't going to do that because of his back. And in the fucking match, like, he leans in and tells him to slam him. And he's like, fucking serious? Yeah. So, does it. And I just, and again, whether half of it's bullshit or not, it was
good. It's good entertainment.
And
Yes.
it was a super cool, like the way he talked about Andre the Giant was like, it was just cool, man. It was very heartfelt and
For sure.
Cody, I sent you a picture that Trevor just sent me of the Punisher biker helmet
Oh, yeah.
on this figure. Just jumping back to the...
Yeah, I've heard of this. I've seen, yeah,
Right? It looks really good, right?
what the hell's a Punisher biker helmet?
There's that one, the one where it's Frank on a Harley, I think, and it came with a helmet like this because I think he wore it in one of the comics. Like,
Oh, really?
yes,
Oh.
yeah, and
pretty good.
it's a cool set. It's one I never got because I was like, I got my Mezco Punisher. I don't need another
Right.
Punisher.
And then a meme that just got posted in our group, paying $850 plus $100 shipping for Mythic Legion's Dragon got me going, and then paying DeWitt $200 plus $50 shipping for a bowling pin of the Mythic Legion's Dragon. Aha! So if you guys can't afford the dragon, I will make you a bowling pin.
I'll get you a bowling pin.
It's gonna look fucked up, but you're gonna get one.
Oh, I misunderstood. This helmet obviously just doesn't pop off. He was saying it. Anthony Halseal customized this to work. Is one of the people that customized this to work, but he definitely cut this thing and made it work.
So he physically like mangled it to get it
Yes.
to. Okay.
And he was telling me it's removable off the Barbarian still, not off him. Removable off from this.
Gotcha. All right.
It will be. You have to work to get that off.
All right, Patreon questions. We're gonna get through these real quick, guys.
Real quick.
Douglas Tupper, underwear choice.
Boxer briefs.
Is it style or brand?
Either way, hit it.
Duluth boxer briefs, and I will not wear anything other than Duluth boxer brief cotton. Period. End of story.
Very nice underwear.
Very nice underwear.
Also, what I choose to wear personally, if I have a choice, is exactly what Pete said. Majority of time, I am trying to not wear underwear. The only time I think at this point I'm wearing underwear is when I go to work.
Why?
I don't really feel like I need to wear underwear. Like, what's the point?
No. Why?
Oh, when I go to work?
Why do you feel you do need to when you go to work?
Less for them to pinch.
Yeah.
You got a meaty one there.
He's got a barrier.
I feel like I should try and keep it close to my body in those situations.
And Duluth, the underwear that I wear are like $18 a pair.
Jesus Christ.
Well, but listen, and that's
You get 'em on
crazy.
sale, though.
I
Get 'em on sale.
I refuse. I was like, no fucking way am I spending that on underwear. And my wife was like, you need good underwear. So she ended up surprising me with a few pair, and I fell in love. So she watches the sales for me, and I went down to get a jacket because I haven't bought an actual winter jacket in a decade or more. Everything I have says it's work. It's all fire department related for my winter shit. So go down there, and they had a fucking another special. So she watches them, and she ends up getting them like $5-6 a pair. So you watch the sales. So before anybody's like, "Oh, Uppity Man wears $20," no, Uppity Man fucking watches the sales and buys them in bulk when they're on sale.
Fair.
Best underwear in the world.
I used to do boxer briefs, but the fatter I got, the more the legs rolled up on me. So I regressed and went back to the 80s, and I'm wearing fucking basically whitey tighties, but they're in colors.
Gotcha.
So
Those are called bikini briefs.
are they? Because it's not a bikini. It doesn't go up my ass.
That's a thong.
Are you sure?
Is that could be a bikini too? Couldn't it?
Bikini is high cut on the sides.
I don't think it's high cut.
You're killing me.
Prove it, Jeremy.
So
All right, on the
what-
count of three, everybody stand up and show your underwear. Steven?
No, I might have a pee stain. I don't want to.
You said they're different colors.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah,
Duluth.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
All right.
You're not wearing any. You just told us that.
Yeah.
You're not at work.
Steven?
What?
What are you wearing?
BVD whitey tighties.
Oh, I told you I wear boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Okay.
Any color choice or just anything?
Calvin Klein.
Whatever Courtney buys.
Whatever she buys.
They don't ride up on you?
Not really.
Damn. I must
Matt-
just be leg rubby.
Duluth. Next time you see Brian, ask him about Duluth underwear and me. We went to a conference together, and I forgot to pack underwear. So I told him, I said, "Hey, you got to run an errand." "Okay, run to Duluth." He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I got to buy underwear. You coming in?" "No." And he sat and checked emails in my truck while I went in and bought underwear.
Maverick says, what's the plan for lunch March 21st? And is it Rad Dads again? No, we'll figure that out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're kind of, I don't know if you've learned this about us,
Yeah,
but
we're
we're kind of spur of the moment.
Yeah, we're on the fly type of dudes.
There's too many people that want to eat with us that we have to say no a lot of the time now because there isn't a place to sit 46 people.
That's true.
Which can make it tough. He said, have you pulled the trigger on the dragon yet? Or are you being a little bitch about it?
Totally being a little bitch. Yep.
Definitely being a little bitch. I need to just at least pull the trigger on my all-in, just to get my number on there and then figure out what's going to happen with the investment aspect of it. And I think we talked about it. So, is there
A little hole here.
is there a breakfast? Is there breakfast the day after MesquiCon? Jesus, Maverick. Thirsty motherfucker. There is breakfast. There's a lot of places in Muskegon you can eat.
You can eat at the hotel.
And that's what I'll do. I'll do the buffet at the hotel like I always do.
Maybe I'll fart on Pete's wife again.
And you're welcome. You're welcome to join us.
I accidentally farted on her last year, and she died just laughing. I'm like, thank God she has a sense of humor.
He's got such a great laugh.
I didn't even hold it in. I just stood up and it came out. I'm like, oh.
right at Amanda.
Eider Bjorn Evason said, any special guests for MesquiCon this year?
You.
Yeah.
Boom.
My wife is
other than the Horsemen?
The Horsemen are going to be here representing.
Carver Customs, Drunk Gizmo Customs.
My wife is going to kill me.
Dang Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Carver Customs was just on like a friggin' TV show or
Retro
something.
Rags.
Dude, his reveals too for MesquiCon, the stuff he's bringing. I'm like,
it, dude.
I want to buy a dragon, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's crushing it.
Oh,
Well, he wants to buy a dragon too. That's why he's doing it.
He's a smart man.
Smart man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see those two.
Fucking up my Glyos poses.
You know, Eider, it's hard for me to send you messages because I'm like, I want to send Ron something, but then I can never find you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Jade Russo, Megan Fox with Hulk Hogan's face, or Hulk Hogan with Megan Fox's face. Power missionary, you have to make eye contact. All girl parts.
All girl parts.
That line changes.
Okay,
things.
so we got to rephrase the question, Jade. Is it Megan Fox with Hulk Hogan's face or China?
Right.
Because Megan Fox on Hulk Hogan is China.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I watched her get I watched her get banged as She-Hulk in a porno, like by Captain America or some shit.
I don't think I could look into the handlebar mustache.
So wait,
I'm looking into the handlebar mustache. Without a doubt.
Hulk Hogan's body, Megan Fox's face, Hogan's bandana and mustache. That's my answer. I want the flavor saver.
Oh boy.
Come in me, brother. I'm not sure I want MGK sloppy seconds. So
I think I can work around a face.
Yeah, I've been with some ogres.
me and ogres down by the boatyard.
No problem.
I'm taking down some real hawks.
Oh shit. Dusty Sanford, why is Emily and all the Euro Legions guys complaining about international shipping? They have had since November to budget. It's not like this is their first rodeo. Can't you guys better prepare them? Really, though, I know it's not them, but they all look and sound alike, so...
Emil sells one custom and can buy a dragon. So...
Yeah, good point.
I feel bad for people out of the States, but like Peter said, what the fuck? Like
They've had November to move to America.
Yeah.
From November.
There's that.
And what do you... We can't control it. Like, it's just what it is.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, you either want it or you don't. Yeah. And let's see... Maverick with one last one says, are we at the point in Steve's biographical movie where he picks himself up and does a full workout montage to get in shape?
No.
Absolutely not.
Just trying to stay alive at this point.
It's trying to survive. Oh, shit. That's it. That's it. We did this.
Yay.
I just realized I had a fucking body that's close to that head.
Oh, damn. Damn.
All right. Time to go.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Steve, I hope you're here next week, buddy.
Me too.
I hope you guys...
I can take it or leave it. I already wrote his eulogy. So
All right.
All right, guys.
Wrapping up episode 345 of the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. Great Rushmore, Steven. Kind of pulled that out of nowhere, which we considered you were going to pull out a razor. You pulled that out instead, which is awesome.
Still might happen.
Hopefully you'll see everybody at MesquiCon. We're less than 2 weeks out, so I probably should do some planning. So shout out to all the trolls and ogres that Travis has taken down over the years.
The Trogers.
The Trogers. So, on that note, we got Cody in the booth. Jeremy, Steve, Travis, Pete, Defenders of Eden, Armies of Ashmore. Don't Ashmore for figures. If you're going to unload them, you don't get shit. We love you all. Oh.